Right now, no talk of any kind of accumulation. For tonight, chance of snow before 11 and a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1 with a slight chance of snow after 1. Cloudy with a low of 29. Partly sunny tomorrow, high of 36. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 18. Sunday, sunny, high of 36. Starting a work week off on Monday, mostly sunny, high of 48. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 36 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:33. Good Friday morning to you. We've made it to the weekend, kids. This is the 20th day of December. We are creeping towards Christmas on Wednesday of next week. Can you believe it's here already? My goodness. All right, are you ready to laugh? We've got some laughs queued up just for you. We start out with drones for kids.
1877 drones for kids. DRONES for kids.
If you've had your drone shot down by the FAA, or if you're now just too scared to fly it because you'll get arrested, then why not donate it to Drones for Kids? Yes, we'll take your unused drone, melt it down, and turn it into whatever you'd like.
Drones for Kids took my drone that I was using to spy on my neighbors, melted it down, and turned it into an action figure for my kid, right, buddy?
This thing is amazing. I mean, it'd be cooler if it was a drone.
Yeah.
So recycle that old unusable drone with Drones for Kids.
And this drone is now a doorstop.
Again, not quite as cool.
Quiet, Timmy.
Call now.
Biden pardon gift.
Looking for the perfect last-minute gift? Then give the gift of a pardon from President Biden. Yes, President Biden has given out tons of pardons, and now he'll call your loved one and give them a pardon, too.
Here you go, honey. Merry Christmas. Watch this.
Hey, Jeff, I heard you're a pretty terrible husband. Lazy and always texting other women. Well, guess what? You're pardoned.
Aw, that's so sweet, honey.
Yes, a pardon from President Biden is the gift everybody will love.
Jenkins, you were late 3 times last week.
I'm sorry, boss.
Yeah, well, here you go. Merry Christmas, Jenkins.
Hey, Jenkins, I heard you were late 3 times last week. Well, guess what? You're pardoned.
Aw, thanks, boss.
You're welcome. I love you, Jenkins.
What?
Nothing.
So give the gift that everybody wants. Give them a pardon from President Biden today.
Paris Hilton campaign ad.
Hi, it's Paris Hilton, and there's only one candidate who's qualified for whatever office it is I'm running for, and that's me, Paris Hilton. My opponent is super lame. I mean, have you seen how ugly he is? Ew. And he's not even famous. I don't even know his name. And does he even have a reality show? Probably not. So this November or whatever, vote for me, Paris Hilton, for whatever. My opponent is the worst, and I totally hate him. I'm Paris Hilton, and I approve this message or whatever. Paid for by the committee of something or other whatever.
Beer Bath and Beyond.
Love beer? Of course you do. Well, then come on down to Beer Bath and Beyond, where we got all sorts of beer-related items at deep discounts.
Welcome to Beer Bath and Beyond. What you looking for today?
Yeah, man, I want to take one of them beer baths. Y'all got beer bathtubs?
Aisle 7.
And y'all got any of them shower heads that spray beer out of them?
And how? Over yonder in aisle 12.
Nice. And you got any of those soap dispensers that squirt out beer instead of soap?
Aisle 4. And we've got beer curtains.
What's them?
They're like regular curtains, but they're covered in beer, so you lick them.
Beer Bath and Beyond. Get your beer stuff today.
Airport the Musical.
Coming to Broadway. First, they brought music to the airport. Now, we're bringing the airport to the stage. It's Airport the Musical.
Boarding. We are now boarding. Those of you who need a little extra time getting on the aircraft, we're boarding.
You'll love feasting your eyes and ears on the sounds of the airport.
Baggage handler, handling this baggage. I'm throwing it on the tarmac. I'm a baggage handler. I'm a baggage handler. Toss it and throw it up and then throw it.
It's Airport the Musical.
Leg room.
Leg room.
I want extra leg room.
Extra leg room.
I want to play.
Play what?
My Nintendo Switch.
Where?
On this fly.
Alrighty.
Get your tickets now.
Nuggetussin.
The holiday season is here, along with cold and flu season. Now you can drink yourself healthy this Christmas with Nogatussin, the first cold medication made with the goodness of eggnog. Nogatussin is so thick and creamy, just one dose completely clogs your throat and sinus cavities, making it impossible for illness to enter your body. Plus, it has enough eggs, heavy cream, and brandy to kill an elephant, let alone a tiny little germ. And Nogatussin has twice as much nutmeg as the other leading cold remedies. So, before you French kiss some virus-carrying stranger under the mistletoe, take a healthy swig of Nogatussin. And for our Jewish friends, try matzo ball supatussin, extra strength Hanukkah formula.
Thank you very much. Let's check now, late night, overnight, and see what our comedians had to say. We start off with Jimmy Fallon.
Hey, listen to this. I read that North Korean hackers stole $1.3 billion worth of crypto this year. Yeah. Until now, I thought a North Korean hacker was just what they called Kim Jong-un's barber. Well, guys, I'm so excited. There's less than 1 week till Christmas. That's right. Yeah, we're now at the point where ambulances pull over to let Amazon vans pass by.
Seth Meyers.
President-elect Trump today called on Congress to abolish the debt ceiling and said, quote, "It doesn't mean anything except psychologically. You know, like wedding rings." In a post yesterday to Truth Social, President-elect Trump suggested U.S. statehood for Canada and said, quote, "Many Canadians want Canada to become the 51st state, though I think Trump is just interested in Canada's abundant natural supply of white people."
Finally, Stephen Colbert.
Now, if you're a federal worker, you might get an unexpectedly extended vacation because yesterday, Republicans rejected a 3-month stopgap funding extension, which means unless they come up with a deal tonight, the government would shut down at midnight tomorrow, which would be terrible. We need the government. Who else is not going to tell us anything about the drones? This situation is not only bad for the country, it is real bad for Speaker Johnson because the chaos has cast doubt on his ability to maintain the Speaker's gavel. So Johnson might have to move on to a new job, and hopefully one that's more pleasant than trying to wrangle the House Republican caucus, like septic tank snorkeler.
All right, thank you very much. It's time for us now to kick it with Kenneth Riley, and we are going to kick it with Alan Parsons Project. Alan Parsons, musician-producer, is 76 years old. This one is called Eye in the Skies. We kick it with Kenneth Riley on this Friday, December 20th.
So find another fool like before. 'Cause I ain't gonna live anymore believing some of the lies, while all of the signs are deceiving. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. I can read your mind.
Alan Parsons Project, Eye in the Skies. We celebrate Alan Parsons' 76th birthday, musician, producer, with the Alan Parsons Project. It is 6:43 and a half. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. A huge holiday poll looked at all the various activities we've got planned this month. Here's what Americans are doing for the holidays this year. 86% of us will celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or another winter holiday. 87% of people celebrating will put up some sort of decorations. 75% will listen to Christmas music, and we've got some of that coming up for you. 75% will also watch at least one holiday movie this year. 70% plan to go look at lights. 60% hope to have at least one cup of hot cocoa. Number 7, we have 48% will attend at least one holiday party this year. Number 8, 44% will send at least one card. 42% will attend a religious service. 22% hope to kiss someone under the mistletoe. Less than 5, so just immediate family. 5% said more than 20. 2/3 of families will hang stockings for Santa to fill. 45% will leave out milk and cookies on Christmas Eve for the big man. So there you go. Just some interesting facts about Holiday Hall and what people will be doing and maybe not doing. We hope that you're going to be doing this, listening to more great information coming into your ears from our local businesses. We'll have your weather forecast and your health report. All of that coming up just for you for listening to WHBN AM and FM.
The Season of New Traditions sales event is on now at Cartown Kia.
Where you'll save more. Financing as low as 1.9% for up to 60 months on 2025 Sportage, Sorrentos, and Tellurides.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Don't miss the Season of New Traditions at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
1.9% APR financing up to 60 months at $17.48 for 1,000 financed on 2025 Kia Sorrento and Sportage. Not all buyers will qualify for financing. Good through Kia Financial Services. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Offer expires December 31st, 2024.
Hi, it's Daryl, the cigar sommelier and owner of Smokin' Bourbon. I know you guys have been waiting, but the wait is over. We are now open for business. So come on down to Smokin' Bourbon, where you can smoke, sip, and chill.
Central Kentucky's newest cigar bar in Danville by the bowling alley in the Greenleaf Shopping Center. This big boss atmosphere is veteran-owned with connoisseur quality cigars and bourbon, creating a social destination. For more information, go to smoke-in-bourbon.com.
Now open.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. That's right, now's your last chance to trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it,
And now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
The weather is changing, which means fall is here and winter is just around the corner. While the days are getting shorter, the businesses of Mercer County are working harder. They are working harder to provide a place for you and your family. Or take a stroll in historic downtown Harrodsburg and enjoy shopping and dining. Regardless of where you spend your time this holiday season, we hope you spend it with the people dearest to you. This ad is paid for by the Harrodsburg Mercer County Tourist Commission.
Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Gift cards are for gifts, not for payments. If someone says they are from a government agency or utility company and you must pay in gift cards to avoid fines or jail, it's a scam. Don't do it.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
We've got a chance of snow after 3, cloudy with a high of 36, winds could gust to 22, chance of snow before 11 tonight. Then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1, and a slight chance of snow after 1, cloudy with a low of 29. Partly sunny tomorrow, high of 36. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 18. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly sunny Monday, high of 48. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 36 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:49.
The CDC confirms the first case of severe bird flu in the U.S. The agency said a patient was hospitalized in Louisiana. The genomic data showed the patient was infected with a strain of the virus that was spreading in wild birds and poultry in the country. The patient was reportedly exposed to sick and dead birds in backyard flocks. There have been 61 cases of bird flu in humans since April. Scientists are turning the San Francisco Bay's famous fog into water. The process can have far-reaching implications for a state that's frequently plagued by drought. The researchers from UC Santa Cruz and Cal State Universities, Monterey and San Francisco say this untapped water resource can make communities more resilient during dry, hot weather. They say significant amounts of water can be collected and stored for future use. Health Update, I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
You work hard to provide a better life for your family. The only problem is that you now have a tax bill that you can't afford to pay. The IRS is now threatening to garnish your wages and put a levy on your bank account. You can't ignore the IRS. They won't go away on their own. You need help, and you need it now. Give us a call now, and we'll create a plan of action for you that we guarantee will work. Stop the harassing phone calls. Stop the threatening letters. Stop wage garnishments. Stop any bank levies. And most importantly, put an end to your tax nightmare once and for all. If you have a tax debt of $10,000 or more, call the Tax Pros at United Tax Fix today. Representatives are standing by to assist you. Call 800-762-2768. That's 800-762-2768. 800-762-2768. Call now.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
Just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. country, and more. WHBN.
I lost that love before, got mad and closed the door, but you said, child, just once more. I chose you for the one, now we're having so much fun. You treated me so kind, I'm about to lose my mind. You made me so very happy, I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you, I'd spend my whole life with you. 'Cause you came and you took control, you touched my very soul. You always showed me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy, I'm so glad you came into my life. Thank you, baby. I love you so much, you see. You're even in my dreams. I can hear, baby, I can hear you calling me. I'm so in love with you. All I ever want to do is thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. You made me so very happy. You made me so very happy, baby. I'm so glad you came into my life.
Blood, sweat, and tears. You've made me so very happy as we celebrate drummer Bobby Colomby's 80th birthday at 6:57.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries. Say what? A steak and shake burger and fries. Say where? Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Say who? Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake burger and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great. At Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
This is Goldie Goldsmith McNary, inviting you to join me each week for What's Happening Goldie, a talk show that features interesting people about interesting things. We'll learn how to stay healthy and keep fit, and we'll explore the world of entertainment. So join me for What's Happening Goldie.
What's Happening Goldie every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on WHBN 1420 a.m. and 99.5 FM.
Christmas time is a time for us to reflect on the many blessings we have in our lives. This is Alan Goldie with Goldie Financial in Harrodsburg. And from our family at Goldie Financial to your family, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a safe and prosperous New Year.
This is Bob Williams, Mayor of Harrodsburg, wishing all of the community a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We hope that 2024 brings us all prosperity and growth in both spiritual and personal endeavors.
This is Syndicate from my family to yours.
Happy holidays and have a very Merry Christmas. We love you.
Christmas.
We're going to have the happiest Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Central Kentucky's hometown radio network.
This is Sonia Shannon from Ransdell Funeral Chapel. From the excitement of family celebration to the quiet joy of family togetherness, there's no other time like Christmas. Ransdell Funeral Chapel hopes that this Christmas will fulfill all your hopes and expectations.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Radio Rick in the morning on WHBN.
Thank you, AI. We are coming up at 7 o'clock. We've got news from NBC. We'll have your local news, your weather forecast, Steve Bertram's sports report, and a whole lot more stuff just for you. For listening to WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955. Proud of it. FM 99.5, AM 1420. World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. Seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Republicans are trying to come up with a new plan to avoid a government shutdown. At the midnight deadline, dozens of Republicans joined Democrats last night in voting down a revised government funding bill that included a 2-year suspension of the debt limit that was demanded by President-elect Trump. NBC's Alice Barr reports time is running out for Republicans and Democrats to find common ground ahead of the holidays.
The New Deal would have kept the government open through mid-March and met a Trump demand to extend the nation's debt limit until 2027, past the next midterm elections.
After the vote failed, House Speaker Mike Johnson told reporters that Republicans would regroup and come up with another solution. This comes after Trump told Republicans to reject an earlier bipartisan agreement. A U.S. delegation has arrived in Syria to meet with the rebels who toppled the Assad regime in Damascus. The State Department says the delegation, led by senior official Barbara Leaf, is expected to meet with members of the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham HTS rebel group who are acting as the government of Syria following the overthrow earlier this month of dictator Bashar al-Assad. Spokesperson says their discussions are expected to focus on U.S. expectations of an inclusive Syrian government and information about U.S. journalist Austin Tice and other Americans who disappeared during the Assad regime. The FAA is temporarily banning drones over nearly 24 New Jersey communities, citing special security reasons for the growing number of sightings in the Garden State in recent weeks. Jennifer Polsoni with more.
New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer says he's reached out to the FAA and asked for an immediate briefing on the agency's decision, also demanding more transparency for the public to avoid more confusion and uncertainty. While the feds have said they've found no threat to national security, the FAA's ban will last for a month through January 17th.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Safe drivers see clearly. That's why starting January 1st, 2025, a new Kentucky law requires vision screening for anyone renewing a driver's license.
Clearly, the focus is on safer roadways.
Simply bring a completed vision screening form from your vision specialist to any driver licensing regional office, or get free vision screening at the time of renewal.
To view the details, visit drive.ky.gov.
I see what you did there.
A message from and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
Wouldn't you love to have all your favorite holiday songs about impaired driving in one place? Well, now you can with the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over Holiday Collection. Here's what you get. It's beginning to look a lot like jail time. DUI won't be home for Christmas. There's no place like jail for the holidays. Deck the halls, but don't wreck your car. The 12 days of jail time. Joy to the world. You plan to ride. And many more. Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. A message from the Kentucky.
President Biden will meet with Pope Francis next month at the Vatican in what's likely to be his last international trip as president. Giles Gibson with more.
The White House says that President Biden will arrive in the Italian capital on the 9th of January, ahead of an audience with Pope Francis the next day. Biden is a Roman Catholic and has met the Pope on several occasions, including while serving as vice president under Barack Obama. Biden will also meet the Italian President Sergio Mattarella and the Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni during his trip, with the White House saying he wants to thank Meloni for her strong leadership of the G7 this year.
SpaceX is issuing a California advisory for Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties. It says a Falcon 9 rocket launch from Vandenberg Space Force Base may cause at least one sonic boom. The launch is scheduled for 3:34 Saturday morning. About 8 minutes later, the rocket's first stage will land back at Vandenberg instead of on a drone ship off the coast. Re-entry into the atmosphere will cause a sonic boom. A look back at the top sports stories of the year. Here's Frank Garrity.
The Chiefs went back-to-back as Super Bowl champs, taking down the 49ers in overtime. Patrick Mahomes says it was a special moment, winning another title.
I can't even explain what was going through my mind. I was just extreme joy, but just so excitement, man. I'm so proud of the team.
It wasn't a clean sweep, but the Celtics behind Jason Tatum took down the Mavericks in 5 for their 18th championship. The Panthers notched their first ever Stanley Cup, beating Edmonton despite blowing 3 in a row to win in 7. The Dodgers won their 8th World Series, beating the Yankees in 5, thanks in part to Freddie Freeman's hot bat. College football, Blake Corum's 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns helped Michigan overpower Washington for the national championship. College hoops, UConn made it back-to-back titles, taking down Purdue.
Michael Cass.
Thank you, Michael. To 7:05, you're getting it on WHBN, AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Time for local news with Joe. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville. Online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Santa Claus is coming to the Mercer County Courthouse. The second annual Santa and the Deputies will take place tomorrow, being hosted by the Mercer County Sheriff's Office. The event will include games, crafts, snacks, and free pictures with Santa. It's tomorrow from 9 until noon at the Mercer County Courthouse in the Fiscal Courtroom on West Lexington Street. The Facade Grant continues to help beautify downtown Liberty. The Liberty Tourist and Convention Commission approved a grant 2 years ago to encourage downtown business owners to improve the exterior of their buildings. That idea allowed the Tourism Commission to fund up to 75% of an up to $5,000 improvement to a downtown building's facade. The initial first year of the program last year resulted in the limit of 12 grants up to $60,000, which was achieved quickly. This year, it's been doubled up to $120,000. And Danville's Main Street is named one of the 150 best places to shop for Christmas. A recent survey by Present.com asked 3,000 people to uncover the best main streets for Christmas shopping in America. They narrowed that list down to the top 150, with Danville coming in at number 114. About Danville, the publication said, quote, Danville's Main Street offers a relaxed holiday shopping experience with charming shops and seasonal decor, perfect for finding unique gifts. 2 other towns in Kentucky were also in the top 150, with Midway's Main Street coming in at number 71. And Broadway's North 3rd Street at 128. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, and I have exciting news for you. From now until the end of the year, current Ram truck owners can get up to $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. This is the first time Ford has ever offered this type of discount. Please take advantage of it. We have over 150 new Fords in stock. Stop by and see us at 225 South Danville Bypass or shop online at www.stuartpowell.com. We make it easy.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done daily. You have all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Oh, no. My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. That's right, now's your last chance to trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Thank you, Sonny. We got a chance of snow after 3, cloudy with a high of 36. Winds could gust to 22. Hang on your hat and your hair if you got it. A chance of snow tonight before 11, then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1, then a slight chance of snow after 1, cloudy with a low of 29. Right now, no calls for any accumulation, so hopefully just a dusting. Partly sunny tomorrow, high of 36. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 18. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Mostly sunny Monday, high of 48. Tuesday, chance of showers mainly after 1. Mostly cloudy, high of 51. Tuesday night, happens to be Christmas Eve, a 50-50 shot of showers. Cloudy, a low of 41. Disappointing for the kids. Love to see the snowflakes on Christmas Eve. We haven't had that for a while, and we're not going to have it there for Wednesday, Christmas Day, a 50-50 shot of showers, mostly cloudy, high of 52. Chance of showers on Thursday, mostly cloudy, high of 57. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 37 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:10. Good. Friday morning, we've made it to the weekend, kids. I told you we would get here. It's the 20th day of December. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN, AM and FM. HometownLive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. We're giving away another DQ ice cream cake this morning before 10 o'clock for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 7th and the 20th. We have registered right now Amanda Linton, Stephen Coslow, Marlene and Leroy Darland, Anita Newsom, Crystal Kaufman, Miranda Turner, Sherry Irvin, Hayden Claunch, Brent Steele, Camilla Gordesada, Celesta Gorsadata, Margie Brothers, and Marshall Thompson, all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake, all right? Now, birthdays. We do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? For today, David White, Amanda Linton, Amy Carpenter. Tomorrow, Katie Payne, Darlene Holt, Amanda Marsh. Sunday, Karen Statham, Jesse J.P. Long, Kyle Huffman, Jerica Funkhauser, and happy 61st anniversary, Kathy and Curtis Selby.
Hey, y'all, this is Neil McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Neil McCoy, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to Jerica, Kyle, Kathy, Jesse, Karen, Amanda, Darlene, Katie, Amy, Amanda, and David. All right, for the second time, kids, I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things today is. For the DQ today is quiz. All you have to do is remember one of the 9 things. That's the good news. Don't have to try to think of all those, just one of them. And if you've not won this month and you're the first in after the 7:30 weather forecast, wait till then to make it fair for everyone, all right? When I start doing the weather forecast, you can call. If you can give me one of the 9 things today is, I'll give you a tasty treat from DQ where happy tastes good, all right? You ready to find out what today is? Let's do it. It's Cathode Ray Tube Day, Dot Your Eyes Day, Games Day, Go Caroling Day, International Human Solidarity Day, Mud Day, National Sangria Day, Sacagawea Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate. Power Hour number 2. Here we go. official start of the weekend for those of you just getting up now with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We look so forward to hearing that every hour on Friday that the weekend is officially started. Here's your life hacks. Buying ice cream, press on the top of the container. If it's solid, it's been properly stored. If it can be pushed down, it's been thawed and refrozen. By charging your laptop battery only up to 80% instead of 100%, you can greatly extend the usable lifespan of the battery. And your positive thought, everything is surprising. Rightly seen. That is good stuff. And we got more good stuff heading your way, like Steve Bertram's Sports Report. We will then have look at Kentucky basketball with Tom Leach. Rooster Local Talent Showcase after that. 7:35 DQ Today is quiz. 7:45 the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, we may see an appearance by James the Gardener. 8:45 a random facts from David Hopewell. 8:50 Kim King State Rep Report. And then after the 9 o'clock news, we'll have Alan Barlow with part 2 of A Christmas Carol live right here at the radio station. I think you're going to enjoy it. We had part 1 yesterday, part 2 today. Part 3 will be after 9 o'clock on Monday. Part 4 after 9 o'clock on Tuesday. Then we will have Tuesday night, Christmas Eve, all 4 parts of A Christmas Carol done by Alan Barlow put together for you. It's brought to you by Willie Baker Auction and Real Estate. You get more for your acre when you list with Willie Baker, all right? So there you go. That is what we have got in store for you. Thank you for listening to WHBN AM and FM. It just leaves me, kids, today to sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air. Oh, if you want to get registered to win a pass for 2, hang on. Pick it up and hit the floor. Pioneer Playhouse for any play next year, 2025. A pass for 2. If you would like to get registered, call me up right now. I'll get you registered. 859-734-4321. I'm going to draw the winner on Monday, all right? Be a nice little extra Christmas stocking stuffer for you. 859-734-4321. If you want to get signed up to win a pass for 2 to Pioneer Playhouse for any play next year. Sit back, relax, and watch these pictures fly through the air, kids.
Tired man, that's why I'm a Friday fan, 'cause the work week's almost done. On Saturday, be sleeping all I can. Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda, and I have exciting news for you. From now until the end of the year, current Ram truck owners can get up to $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. This is the first time Ford has ever offered this type of discount. Please take advantage of it. We have over 150 new Fords in stock. Stop by and see us at 225 South Danville Bypass or shop online at www.stuartpowell.com. We make it easy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Fourth-ranked Kentucky is favored to beat Ohio State tomorrow in the CBS Sports Classic in New York City. The Buckeyes have 2 transfers that may or may not play tomorrow. Former Kentucky 7-1 center Aaron Bradshaw and ex-South Carolina guard Michie Johnson. UK will be without backup point guard Kerr Carissa. The starting point guard, Lamont Butler, one of 5 National Players of the Week and co-SEC Player of the Week, had a career-high 33 points plus 6 assists in that 93-85 win over Louisville. Our pregame shows begin at 4 o'clock Saturday. Tip-off is at 5:30 tomorrow for Kentucky versus Ohio State on Z105. It'll be Louisville versus Penn State in the Women's Volleyball National Championship Sunday at 3 in the KFC Yum Center. Last night, the Cardinals ousted Pittsburgh, the overall number 1 seed, 3-1 before a record crowd of over 21,700 fans. In the second game, Nebraska won the first 2 sets, then watched Penn State rally to win the next 3 sets and advance to the finals. The college football playoffs begin with 4 first-round games starting tonight. Game 1 has Indiana at Notre Dame, with the winner getting Georgia in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. Tomorrow's games, SMU at Penn State, with the winner facing Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl on New Year's Eve. Clemson's at Texas, where Arizona State awaits the victor in the Peach Bowl on New Year's Day. And tomorrow night, Tennessee's at Ohio State, where top-ranked Oregon meets the winner in the Rose Bowl January 1st. In boys high school hoops last night, in the state 2A tournament, Mercer County whipped Harrison County 55-32. It was Bergen 70, Frankfort Christian 45, and Richmond Wellspring 49, KSD 36. In girls action, Anderson County rolled past Nelson County 53-20. Hometown Radio has boys high school basketball tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 as Mercer County entertains Tates Creek on WHBN-FM 99.5. The game streams at hometownlive.net. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
We'll hear from Jay Billis on Mark Pope's coaching style coming up on this edition of A Look at UK Sports.
The only competition that really matters is you versus you. And with the performance of Veltima fungicide from BASF, you can take your best results even further. Veltima fungicide is on your side to out-yield the competition by an average of 7 bushels per acre, but you've never been average. Beat your own record, get every bushel you deserve, and make this your best season yet with Veltima fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Jay Billis of ESPN worked the Kentucky-Louisville game last Saturday, and he had a chance on Friday to watch one of Mark Pope's practices, and he really liked what he saw. Lamont Butler.
Everything is overwhelmingly positive, and by positive I don't mean, hey, I really like this positive. I mean the vibe is positive with the team. So Mark has a demeanor which you know better than I do, but in practice and in the games where he's really, really positive. So a lot of coaches coach from the negative point of view. Don't do this, don't do that. What are you doing? I can't believe you did that. What were you thinking? And that you often hear people say, well, you know, he coaches them hard, which is code for he screams at them and at times demeans them. Mark catches them doing something right and coaches from the positive point of view, I think, and it's uplifting for the players. They're not afraid to make a mistake. When they do make mistakes, the mistakes are pointed out, but not in a way that makes them reticent to take a risk, because basketball, like most sports, there's risk associated with it. So you want to minimize risk, but if you don't take risk, you're not putting yourself in a position to make the most positive plays.
The Cats are here in New York to take on Ohio State in the CBS Sports Classic tomorrow at Madison Square Garden. The Buckeyes are 7-4. That's a look at UK sports.
This is Susan Rogers with Chloe's Petals for Hope. Here's another inside story behind one of your favorite Christmas songs.
Francis Chick Powers.
With an inside story behind a Christmas song. In December of 1949, the Boston Pops Orchestra had a national hit entitled Sleigh Ride, composed by Mr. Leroy Anderson. In 1950, Mr. Mitchell Parrish wrote the lyrics to the already existing title. Here's Mr. Leroy Anderson.
The Sleigh Ride I wrote when I got out of the Army and moved up here to Woodbury, Connecticut. I first came here in 1946. During that first summer, I started Fiddle Faddle and Sleigh Ride and Serenata. And Sleigh Ride was just an idea. It was written during a heat wave. Well, the point of a number like Sleigh Ride that you can call a descriptive piece or pictorial is that you have to start with the idea of the rhythms, the rhythm of the sleigh bells. Having done that, it's necessary to build the music around that rhythm, but have the same repeated notes, like... And when there were so many demands for, say, choral editions of Sleigh Ride, Mitchell Parrish is unusually good at this. He's written many lyrics to instrumental numbers. And this is quite a knack, because when you write a song, the lyric writer has free rein. He's usually the one who contributes the title. But here, he was stuck with the title. He had the title already. And it was not only the subject, but he had to get the word sleigh ride in somewhere. He has to fit that word in, then he has to build the lyrics around it. And this takes a very skilled writer. He has to know lyric poetry. See, it's all a part of his technique and part of his background.
The copyrighted recording of Leroy Anderson is used with permission from Woodbury Music Company. From themusicalsoundreview.com, I'm Francis Chick Powers.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
All of us at Chloe's Petals for Hope wish for you and your family a blessed Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Hope is just a phone call away at 988. This is Susan Rogers at Chloe's Petals for Hope, inviting you to stay tuned for more stories behind your favorite Christmas songs. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Farmers National Bank invites you to flash your school spirit by offering you debit cards created especially for your school, including Boyle County High School, Bergen Independent School, Casey County High School, Center College, Danville High School, Danville Christian Academy, Garrett County High School, Kentucky School for the Deaf, Lincoln County High School, and Mercer County High School. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Certain restrictions may apply. See your Farmers National Bank representative for complete details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
We've got a chance of snow after 3, cloudy, high of 36. Winds could gust to 22. Chance of snow before 11 tonight, then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1, then a slight chance of snow after 1, cloudy, with a low of 29. Partly sunny on Saturday, high of 36. Mostly clear Saturday night, low of 18. Sunny Sunday, high of 36. Mostly sunny on Monday, high of 48. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 37 degrees in Harrodsburg at 725.5. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders. Welcome to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. A special thank you to our sponsor, Darren Ransel at the Barbershop in Harrodsburg, next to Casey's. Today we're going to close the week out with Miss Katie Arminger, and she'll be doing a song, He's Gonna Change.
The Barbershop by Darren Ransdell is a barbershop that offers today's men a haven where they can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or the weather.
Located next to Casey's on South College Street in Harrodsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
Screws up and takes the blame just 'cause it's all a game to him. I'm sorry, it's just another way to get his way, but you say it's just a phase for now. He'll come around, grow up and finally settle down. He brings you down. He takes changed when that sun up in the sky starts pouring rain. When the stars come out in the middle of the day, and the oceans turn to dust, go on and pray, 'cause there ain't no way he's gonna change. Ain't no way he's gonna change. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
You've been listening to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. It's a service of Darren Ranstall's Barbershop next to Casey's in Harrodsburg. You can be the next Rooster Local Talent Showcase star by bringing your music to WHBN Studio. I'm Larry Sanders. You're listening to Radio Rick, playing the best in music and keeping everyone informed on what's happening in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. 99.5 FM and 1420 AM. WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are coming up on news at 7:30 from KNN. We'll have your local news, your weather forecast. DQ today is quiz, and the good news brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance. Right here on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It is 7:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky's Attorney General says state corrections officers are not required to fund general reassignment surgeries for transgender inmates. State sources say the assertion by Russell Coleman, a Republican, follows a December 6 request for his official opinion on the matter by DOC Commissioner Cookie Cruz. Commenting on the matter, Coleman called the question absurd and claimed his statement on the matter rendered the question moot. Coleman also asserted that refusal by the state to provide transgender surgeries does not violate the U.S. Constitution's prohibiting cruel and unusual punishment. Cruz, meanwhile, argued that Coleman's refusal to support such surgeries runs counter to federal law. Another local government in Kentucky banning the use of medical cannabis by its employees. Local authorities say the Mercer County Fiscal Court voted unanimously to outlaw marijuana Thursday morning and weed-infused products used by county workers. Supporters of the measure cited the region's Drug-Free Workplace Act of 1988 to justify the ban, which prohibits the use of weed products and other recreational drugs in the workplace by county employees. In the meantime, officials in Richmond say they're considering a similar move. A Lilly man in custody for his alleged role in a Laurel County drug and theft ring. According to the local sheriff, 59-year-old Paul Tate faces charges of trafficking in a controlled substance after he allegedly ran a scheme which he traded drugs for items that had been shoplifted from area businesses. During their investigations, deputies recovered more than $80,000 in stolen merchandise inside Tate's home. County sources say additional arrests are expected. 3 people displaced after a house fire breaking out Wednesday morning in Lexington. Lex 18 reporting fire crews called to a home where smoke was coming from the ceiling. The fire was extinguished, but the home suffered smoke and water damage. The cause is being investigated. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Santa Claus is coming to the Mercer County Courthouse. The second annual Santa and the Deputies will take place tomorrow, being hosted by the Mercer County Sheriff's Office. The event will include games, crafts, snacks, and free pictures with Santa. It's tomorrow from 9 until noon at the Mercer County Courthouse in the Fiscal Courtroom on West Lexington Street. The Facade Grant continues to help beautify downtown Liberty. The Liberty Tourist and Convention Commission approved a grant 2 years ago to encourage downtown business owners to improve the exterior of their buildings. That idea allowed the Tourism Commission to fund up to 75% of an up to $5,000 improvement to a downtown building's facade. The initial first year of the program last year resulted in the limit of 12 grants up to $60,000, which was achieved quickly. This year, it's been doubled up to $120,000. And Danville's Main Street is named one of the 150 best places to shop for Christmas. A recent survey by Present.com asked 3,000 people to uncover the best main streets for Christmas shopping in America. They narrowed that list down to the top 150, with Danville coming in at number 114. About Danville, the publication said, quote, Danville's Main Street offers a relaxed holiday shopping experience with charming shops and seasonal decor, perfect for finding unique gifts. Two other towns in Kentucky were also in the top 150, with Midway's Main Street coming in at number 71 and Broadway's North 3rd Street at 128. I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. William Jeffrey Ryan, age 60 of Forkland, died Monday. Visitation is Sunday from 5 until 9 at Ransdale Funeral Chapel, and Monday from 1 and the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Gravel Switch Community Church. Ransdale Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles and College in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg. 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
We've got a chance of snow after 3 this afternoon. Cloudy, high of 36, winds could gust to 22. Tonight, chance of snow before 11, then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1. Slight chance of snow after 1. Cloudy, low of 29. For tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 36. Tomorrow night, mostly clear. Low of 18. Sunday, sunny, high of 36. Mostly sunny Monday, high of 48. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 37 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:36. Good Friday morning to you. It's the 20th day of December. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN, AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Are you ready to win? It's time for the DQ Today Is quiz. Twice I've given you the 9 things today is. All I need you to do is call me up right now and give me one of the 9 things. And if you can do that, not one this month, today you will pick up a double Backyard Ranch burger combo. Boy, that sounds good. A double Backyard Ranch burger combo from DQ. We're happy, tastes good. If you can call me up and tell me one of the 9 things that I've given you twice today, 859-734-4321. By request, they wanted to hear Jumpin' Johnny Sloan do Blue Christmas, and here he is.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Oh, it feels so blue. It just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. It won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas up right. But I'll ever be blue Christmas. Oh, baby, I'll miss you. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas white. But have a blue Christmas.
By request, Jumpin' Johnny Sloan's Blue Christmas. And I think if you listen close, you could hear his wife Lynn in the background just cackling out. So thank you for that request. And thank you. We got a winner for the DQ. Today is quiz. Wanda Hooper said it is Dot Your Eyes Day and Cathode Ray Tube Day, Games Day, Go Caroling Day, International Human Solidarity Day, Mud Day, National Sangria Day, Sacagawea Day. So thank you, Wanda. Thank you all called in. Thank you, Barbara Montgomery, because we could not do this without your generosity. We'll do it same time, same station tomorrow. Now, let's see. Yeah, let's do this one right here when I push this button right here.
Country and more. WHBN.
This is Kiss as we celebrate Peter Criss, former drummer with Kiss, his 79th birthday. Beth from Kiss, their softer side.
Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now. Me and the boys are playing, and we just can't find the sound. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. I think I hear them calling. Oh, Beth, what can I do? Beth, what can I do? You say you feel so empty, that our house just ain't a home. That I'm always somewhere else, and you're always there alone. Just a few more hours, and I'll be right home to you. I think I hear them calling. Oh, Beth, what can I do? Beth, what can I do? Beth, I know you're lonely, and I hope you'll be alright. 'Cause me and the boys will be playing all night.
You didn't know Kiss had an M, did you? That was the softer side. It's called Beth. Peter Criss, former drummer with the group Kiss, is 79 years old today. We've got your tech report, followed by the good news, brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance.
The U.S. Supreme Court is going to hear arguments over a law that would ban TikTok. The law that requires ByteDance to sell the popular video sharing app or be banned is set to go in effect on January 19th. The company is asking the Supreme Court to block the law while it appeals a lower court ruling that upheld it. Oral arguments are set for January the 10th. President-elect Trump has signaled he may intervene and stop the ban once he has been sworn back into office. Instagram is going to bring in half of Meta's U.S. advertising revenue in 2025. According to data from eMarketer, the social media platform is expected to generate $32 billion in advertising income. That's a 24% increase over 2024. Netflix is disputing a fine levied by regulators in the Netherlands. The Dutch Data Protection Authority demands $5 million because it claims the streaming giant has unclear disclosures in its user agreement. And Instagram Threads is testing scheduled posts. The feature allows users to pick a date and time for a post to publish. Instagram already has the feature.
Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you, Mark. Time for the good news brought to you by this man right here.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Santa married 14 couples in Oklahoma on Wednesday. It's the second year he's traveled down from the North Pole to officiate. He told a reporter he makes time even though he's pretty busy right now. He's also made it down to Rio the other day, delivered gifts on a jet ski. Jeff Bezos, ex-Mackenzie Scott's closing out 2024 with a bang. She just announced another $2 billion in donations. She's now given away over $19 billion since they split up 5 years ago. A 19-year-old on Long Island named Andrew Reed put together a huge Christmas display using mostly junk. He fixed up decorations that were being thrown out to save them from ending up in a landfill. His display includes more than 500 decorations and close to 100,000 lights. He made it a charity fundraiser with all the proceeds going to the Ronald McDonald House. He's calling it the Misfit Island Christmas Lights Spectacular. And that is the good news. And if you do enjoy the good news every weekday morning at this time, would you please either stop by Jamie Dunn's office or give him a call and say, Jamie, thank you. We really appreciate and enjoy hearing the good news.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Jamie Daly and Darren Vincent, more commonly known as Daly and Vincent, bring the world-class band to Renfro Valley Entertainment Center this Friday night. Daly and Vincent bring the best of country, bluegrass, gospel, and Christmas music to this side of heaven. They're members of the Grand Ole Opry, 5-time Grammy winners with 4 Dove Awards. This is sure to be a memorable concert. This Friday night, Daly and Vincent, Renfro Valley Entertainment Center in Mount Vernon. Doors open at 6. Concert begins at 7. For tickets, go to renfrovalley.com.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, I learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
As prescription costs rise, many Medicare beneficiaries are having difficulty keeping up. If you or someone you know is finding it difficult to pay for prescriptions, the Kentucky Department for Aging and Independent Living State Health Insurance Assistance Program may be able to help. SHIP counselors can guide you to money-saving prescription assistance programs, including a program that helps pay for Medicare Part D plan costs for limited-income seniors. For more information, call 1-877-293-7447.
During this season of peace and goodwill, it is a pleasure for Lee's Famous Recipe in Harrodsburg to express their appreciation for good friends like you. In the spirit of the season, Lee's Famous Recipe in Harrodsburg wishes you every happiness during the holidays and a new year.
This Christmas greeting is from Bluegrass Animal Hospital. May the Christmas season end the present year on a cheerful note and make way for a fresh and bright new year. Merry Christmas to you and your family and a blessed new year from Bluegrass Animal Hospital.
At this special time of year, the Mercer County Cooperative Extension Service Office sends season's greetings to our clients, family, and friends, and best wishes for a happy new year.
Richie and Peach Funeral Home in Lawrenceburg hopes that the wonder of Christmas will fill your heart with peace, love, and joy. Merry Christmas and every good wish for a happy new year from Richie and Peach Funeral Home, Lawrenceburg.
Hello, everybody. This is country music artist, star, Alex Miller. I love my country music, and you'll love the country music radio Rick spins weekday morning 6 till 10 a.m. on FM 99.5 WHBN, The Rooster.
You know I don't need you anymore. Now, do you really think I'm crazy enough to go throwing my good heart after bad love? What kind of fool do you think I am? I ain't falling for you all over again. I ain't playing a game that I know I can't win. What kind of fool do you think I am? What kind of fool do you think I am? I ain't falling for you all over again. I ain't playing a game that I know I can't win. What kind of fool do you think I am? Oh, what kind of fool do you think I am?
Lift your weary heads, O ye workers of toil and drudgery. For today is Glorious Friday, a day to set aside the bitter memory of the work week and focus on the joy that comes with 2 great gratifying days of freedom. Yes! So give thanks, O ye work-plagued peons, for today is Friday.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen
En Panchito, en Juanito, en Lupito,
and Flaquito. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call
The Texas Tornadoes, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. For that, we heard from Leroy Parnell. What kind of fool do you think I am? Leroy Parnell tomorrow will be 68 years old. Taking us up to news time, top of the hour. Hank Williams, I Saw the Light. WHBN, AM and FM, 757.
A stranger in the night, and praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and fears I claim for my own. Then like the blind man that God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I was a fool to wander and stray, for straight is the gate and narrow's the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right, and praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Bye-bye. All right. We've added another birthday. We'll talk about it in just a moment. It is 7:59. We're less than a minute now out of 8 o'clock. We'll have news from NBC, your local news, your weather forecast. We will have your Vaught's Views, Steve Bertram's Sports Report, and a lot more stuff. Hayes, you're out running around getting gifts. You want to save money? Go to Dairy Queen, DQ, Grill and Chill. Get 2 original cheeseburgers for $5. 2 original double cheeseburgers, just $7. Let's see. Breakfast, 99-cent sandwiches, month of December. Sausage biscuit, bacon biscuit, or chicken biscuit. Your choice, 99 cents. Few of the savings you'll find at your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. You are getting it on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955, FM 99.5, AM 1420, HometownLive.net, CNET, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Deportations of illegal migrants over the last year were at the highest level since 2014, according to Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Its annual report on Thursday showed more than 270,000 immigrants were deported to almost 200 countries last year. Most of those had crossed the southern border illegally. Republicans are trying to come up with a new plan to avoid a government shutdown at the midnight deadline. Dozens of Republicans joined Democrats last night in voting down a revised government funding bill that included a 2-year suspension of the debt limit. House Speaker Mike Johnson says Republicans will come up with another solution. Iowa farmer and rancher Steve Swenka says he's counting on the assistance and insurance from the spending bill.
We're frustrated what's going on. I mean, we're down to the 0 hour. Let's get it done. You know, we need some stability.
This comes after a bipartisan agreement had been reached, but President-elect Donald Trump told Republicans to reject it. New York authorities are charging Luigi Mangione with murder. The man suspected of killing a top health insurance CEO was also charged Thursday with stalking and using a weapon equipped with a silencer. The federal complaint claims Mangione traveled to New York City for the purpose of stalking and killing Brian Thompson on December 4th. Ida Siegel with further details on the notebook found on Mangione when he was arrested in Pennsylvania.
The handwritten pages express hostility towards the health insurance industry and wealthy executives in particular. According to the complaint, an entry marked August 15th says the details are finally coming together. Also adding the target is insurance because it checks every box.
Starbucks workers are going on strike today in 3 cities. Workers United, the union that represents some 10,000 Starbucks workers, said strikes will start this morning in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle. They want a new collective bargaining agreement. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
From sugar cookie crumbs in the kitchen to pine needles under the tree, count on Stihl for Christmas cleanup made easy with the SEA20 battery-powered handheld vacuum. Now just $99.99. Power up the holiday and give a gift from the top of their wish list. Visit your local Stihl dealer today or shop online at stihlusa.com. Was $159.99 MSRP. Includes battery and charger. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
You work hard to provide a better life for your family. The only problem is that you now have a tax bill that you can't afford to pay. The IRS is now threatening to garnish your wages and put a levy on your bank account. You can't ignore the IRS. They won't go away on their own. You need help, and you need it now. Call the Tax Pros at United Tax Fix today. Call 800-762-2768. That's 800-762-2768.
There are new details about the death of an alleged unruly cruise ship passenger off the coast of Los Angeles. Daniel Martindale with the latest.
The 35-year-old man died last Friday shortly after the Royal Caribbean cruise ship, the Navigator of the Seas, set sail from the port of Los Angeles bound for Ensenada. Crew members detained the man after he allegedly became belligerent and started chasing other passengers. A cell phone video shows him leaning against a cabin door and repeatedly kicking it before being restrained with zip ties. One passenger tells KTTV the man was drunk and threatening to kill people. Family members of the man who died believe he was injected with a sedative, which they say killed him within an hour. The FBI and the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner are investigating the death.
A look back at those we lost this year. Here's Mark Mayfield.
Former One Direction singer Liam Payne died after falling from a balcony of a hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
I've been taking some time and I've been keeping to myself. I had my eyes up.
We lost country music stars Toby Keith and Chris Christopherson in 2024. Grammy Award-winning record producer Quincy Jones passed away. His career spanned over 60 years. Actor James Earl Jones passed away. He was most well known for being the voice of Star Wars villain Darth Vader.
I am the Father.
Bob Newhart passed away. His TV series, The Bob Newhart Show, was a hit in the 70s. He had another winner with Newhart in the 80s.
Hello?
Comedy actors Terry Garr, Martin Mull, and Richard Lewis died. Actors Donald Sutherland, Carl Weathers, Shannon Doherty, and Maggie Smith also left us.
Drivers are getting a bit of a break at the gas pump as they set out on their holiday road trips. AAA reports the national average price for a gallon of regular grade is $3.05. That's up by 2 cents from a week ago, but near the low for the year. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Santa Claus is coming to the Mercer County Courthouse. The second annual Santa and the Deputies will take place tomorrow, being hosted by the Mercer County Sheriff's Office. The event will include games, crafts, snacks, and free pictures with Santa. It's tomorrow from 9 until noon at the Mercer County Courthouse in the Fiscal Courtroom on West Lexington Street. The Facade Grant continues to help beautify downtown Liberty. The Liberty Tourist and Convention Commission approved a grant 2 years ago to encourage downtown business owners to improve the exterior of their buildings. That idea allowed the Tourism Commission to fund up to 75% of an up to $5,000 improvement to a downtown building's facade. The initial first year of the program last year resulted in the limit of 12 grants up to $60,000, which was achieved quickly. This year, it's been doubled up to $120,000. And Danville's Main Street is named one of the 150 best places to shop for Christmas. A recent survey by Present.com asked 3,000 people to uncover the best main streets for Christmas shopping in America. They narrowed that list down to the top 150, with Danville coming in at number 114. About Danville, the publication said, quote, Danville's Main Street offers a relaxed holiday shopping experience with charming shops and seasonal decor, perfect for finding unique gifts. 2 other towns in Kentucky were also in the top 150, with Midway's Main Street coming in at number 71, and Bardstown's North 3rd Street at 128. I'm Joe Mathis.
The weather is changing, which means fall is here and winter is just around the corner. While the days are getting shorter, the businesses of Mercer County are working harder. They are working harder to provide a place for you and your family to enjoy this holiday season. Grab your family and enjoy a hike at Shaker Village. Head to Old Fort Harrods State Park and enjoy a historic tour. Or take a stroll in historic downtown Harrodsburg and enjoy shopping and dining. Regardless of where you spend your time this holiday season, we hope you spend it with the people dearest to you. This ad is paid for by the Harrodsburg-Mercer County Tourist Commission.
Hello, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar with Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. Let me tell you about our affordable eyewear pricing. If you just need distance or near only glasses, we offer a frame, thinner lens, and non-glare coating for $119. We offer a frame, Zeiss Progressive No-Line Bifocal, and thinner lens with non-glare coating for $299. We want you to feel comfortable coming to our office to buy glasses. To schedule an eye exam with me, Dr. Matthew Duggar in Harrodsburg, call 859-605-2214.
Hello, this is Coach Alvis Johnson of AJ's Clean and Dry Car Wash, taking this opportunity to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Come visit us in the Super Walmart Center. We do have gift certificates available.
Hello, this is Chris Horn, your Mercer County clerk. In the spirit of the season, my staff and I would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. We would also like to express that it has been a pleasure to serve you this year. Merry Christmas.
This WHBN weather brought to you by the new Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg, providing the largest selection of playhouses, cabins, sheds, workshops, and more. Financing available, Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg.
We've got a chance of snow after 3 this afternoon. Cloudy, high of 36. Wind gust to 22. Hang on to your hat and your hair if you got it. Tonight, chance of snow before 11. Then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1. Then a slight chance of snow after 1. Cloudy with a low of 29. Right now, I have no amounts of snow accumulation, so hopefully just be more flakes than anything else. For tomorrow, it's going to be partly sunny, high of 36. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 18. Sunny on Sunday, high of 36. Starting work week off on Monday, mostly sunny, high of 48. Tuesday, got a chance of showers, mainly after 1. Mostly cloudy, high of 51. Tuesday night, which is Christmas Eve, sorry kids, 50-50 shot of showers, not snow showers either. Cloudy, low of 41. Wednesday, Christmas Day, 50-50 chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high of 52. Thursday, we got a chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high of 57. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 37 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:09. Good. Friday morning, this is the 20th day of December. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net. Seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, and Bergen. And song requests can be done at 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to use if you want to register yourself or someone else to win the DQ ice cream cake this morning before 10 o'clock for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 7th and 20th. Right now, we have registered to win the cake Marshall Thompson, Margie Brothers, Celesta Gorsadata, Camilla Gorsadata, Brent Steele, Hayden Claunch, Sherry Irvin, Miranda Turner, Crystal Kaufman, Anita Newsom, Marlene and Leroy Darland, Stephen Coslow, Amanda Linton, and Jackson Burchett, all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. All right. Birthdays. Now, we do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For today, we have Jackson Burchett, Amy Carpenter, Amanda Linton, David White. Tomorrow, Amanda Marsh, Darlene Holt, Katie Payne. Sunday, Jerica Funkhauser, Kyle Huffman, Jesse J.P. Long, and Karen Statham. And happy 61st anniversary on Sunday to Kathy and Curtis Selby.
Hi, this is Reba McIntyre. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And chocolate cake.
Thank you, Reba, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to Jerica, Kyle, Jesse, Karen, Amanda, Darlene, Katie, Jackson, Amy, Amanda, and David. There are 9 things today is, kids. Today is Cathode Ray Tube Day, Dot Your Eyes Day, Games Day, Go Caroling Day, International Human Solidarity Day, Mud Day, National Sangria Day, Sacagawea Day. Celebrate those accordingly. There, I said it. Celebrate Power Hour number 3. For those of you getting up just now, the weekend officially starts because of this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We so look forward to hearing that every Friday morning each hour. Here's your life hacks. By charging your laptop battery only 80% instead of 100, you can greatly extend the usable lifespan of your battery. Buying ice cream, press the top of the container. If it's solid, it's been properly stored. If it can be pushed down, it's been thawed and refrozen. Positive thought tells us everything is surprising, rightly seen. And we got more stuff to be seen and heard, like Vaught's Views, Steve Bertram's Sports Report. Let's see what else. I haven't seen James the Gardener yet. I don't know if he'll be popping in or not, but we shall trudge on if he shows up or not, because at 8:40, let's see, we'll check about 8:40 or so with Bama's Blessing Barbecue. Let's see if we can get a hold of William. 8:45, random facts from David Hopewell. Kim King, State Rep Report at 8:50. After the 9 o'clock news, we will have A Christmas Carol, Part 2, with Alan Barlow, live right here in studio. And we'll have Part 3 Monday morning after 9 o'clock, Part 4 Tuesday morning after 9 o'clock, and then Tuesday night, Christmas Eve. We'll have all 4 parts put together starting at 8 o'clock for you. That's all brought to you by our good friend Willie Baker at Willie Baker Auction and Real Estate. You get more free acre, call Willie Baker. So there you go. That's what we got in tune for you. So kids, it just leaves me to tell you to sit back, relax, and watch these pictures fly through the air. I'm going to give you another shot. If you want to register to win a pass for 2 to Pioneer Playhouse for next year for any play, call me up right now. I'll get you registered. Going to draw the winner on Monday. Pioneer Playhouse, pass for 2 to any show next year. Call me up. Make a nice stocking stuffer, don't you think? 859-734-4321. Sit back, relax, and watch these pictures fly through the air, kids, on this Friday, December 20th. Good morning to you.
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I can still remember the first time I saw Tim Couch play high school football at Leslie County, and what an amazing show we put on throwing the football. I can still remember how thrilled University of Kentucky fans were when he committed to UK over Tennessee. I can still remember during Couch's freshman season at Kentucky when Coach Bill Curry had him running the option, which had to be one of the worst coaching decisions ever. Then I can remember the pure excitement when Coach Hal Mumme got to Kentucky and literally turned Couch loose to be great. All that came back to me last week when Couch was officially inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. During his career, he completed 795 passes for 8,435 yards and 74 touchdowns in 2 seasons under Mumme. He set 7 NCAA, 14 SEC, and 26 school records at Kentucky.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
Wildcat Chevrolet is ending the year with a huge blowout sale. Michael, tell me all about it.
This is Michael Oliver, and we invite you to celebrate big savings this holiday season on all vehicles on our lot. We've slashed prices now through the end of the year on our pre-owned vehicles with the best prices all around. And if you're interested in a new vehicle, our Red Tag event is huge. Check out our website or come by and see us today for all the details. Come get a great year-end deal. We appreciate your business.
People drive from far and near to get a great deal from Wildcat Chevrolet. Check out wildcatchevrolet.com, and Merry Christmas.
Tim Couch was so good, he was the #1 overall pick by the Cleveland Browns in the 1999 NFL Draft. Unfortunately, the Browns were so bad, the Couch never really had a chance to show how good he might have been during his 5 NFL seasons. The Couch remains grateful for what football did for his life, and is proud he was Kentucky-born and raised and got to play at Kentucky. He knows the odds were stacked against a small-town kid from Eastern Kentucky doing what he did, but he always dreamed big, and now that small-town kid is a Hall of Famer.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Jan Briscoe from Royalties Florist and Gifts.
I still do interior design, so we can help you out with from your home decor, or we have our own website, royaltiesfloraldesigns.com. Go there and some of our own personal design that can help you select something that's just right for you. Phone number is 734-3339, 734-3339, and our website is royaltiesfloraldesigns.com. So any of your major wire services that are out there, contact them, 1-800-FLOWERS, and they'll make sure that we get the order.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Fourth-ranked Kentucky is favored to beat Ohio State tomorrow in the CBS Sports Classic in New York City. The Buckeyes have two transfers that may or may not play tomorrow. Former Kentucky 7-1 center Aaron Bradshaw and ex-South Carolina guard Michi Johnson. UK will be without backup point guard Kerr Carissa. The starting point guard, Lamont Butler, one of 5 National Players of the Week and co-SEC Player of the Week, had a career-high 33 points plus 6 assists in that 93-85 win over Louisville. Our pregame shows begin at 4 o'clock Saturday. Tip-off is at 5:30 tomorrow for Kentucky versus Ohio State on Z105. It'll be Louisville versus Penn State in the Women's Volleyball National Championship Sunday at 3 in the KFC Yum Center. Last night, the Cardinals ousted Pittsburgh, the overall number 1 seed, 3-1 before a record crowd of over 21,700 fans. In the second game, Nebraska won the first 2 sets, then watched Penn State rally to win the next 3 sets and advance to the finals. The college football playoffs begin with 4 first-round games starting tonight. Game 1 has Indiana at Notre Dame, with the winner getting Georgia in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. Tomorrow's games, SMU at Penn State, with the winner facing Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl on New Year's Eve. Clemson's at Texas, where Arizona State awaits the victor in the Peach Bowl on New Year's Day. And tomorrow night, Tennessee's at Ohio State, where top-ranked Oregon meets the winner in the Rose Bowl January 1st. In boys high school hoops last night, in the state 2A tournament, Mercer County whipped Harrison County 55-32. It was Bergen 70, Frankfort Christian 45, and Richmond Wellspring 49, KSD 36. In girls action, Anderson County rolled past Nelson County 53-20. Hometown Radio has boys high school basketball tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 as Mercer County entertains Tates Creek on WHBN-FM 99.5. The game streams at hometownlive.net. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Alexa Rastigue was a student at Bellarmine University. When she got the call, no one wants to receive.
A drunk driver was driving under the influence, going 127 miles per hour.
He caused a crash, killing 2 and severely injuring Alexa's mother and brother.
He left that scene without a scratch while my family suffered.
Drive sober, Kentucky, because drunk driving is a dead end.
Paid with funds to the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries.
Say what?
A steak and shake burger and fries.
Say where?
Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Say who?
Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Catch these savings at your Harrodsburg Napa. Evercraft 11-piece combination wrench set SAE polished chrome, $43.99. Castro GTX motor oil, 10W40, full synthetic, 5 quarts for $43.49. Xerox cooling system antifreeze, 1 gallon price, $13.99. Rain-X Latitude water repellency wiper blades, 24-inch, $13.49. Gear Up cargo mat, universal in black, $37.49. Your one-stop shop for savings is at your Harrodsburg Napa, located at North College Street. Don't forget to sign up for your money-saving Napa rewards.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
We've got a chance of snow after 3, cloudy with a high of 36, wind gust to 22. Chance of snow before 11 tonight, then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1, then a slight chance of snow after 1. Cloudy, low of 29. Partly sunny tomorrow, high of 36. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 18. Sunday, sunny, high of 36. Mostly sunny on Monday, high of 48. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 37 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:22.
God bless the child who suffers. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. God bless the young without mothers. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let every man help his brother. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let us all love one another. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Make all our hearts blind to color. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. God bless the child who suffers. They buy you dinner, open your door. Other than that, what are they good for? Men, I'm talking about men. They all want a girl, just like the girl that married dear old dad. They make me so mad. Men, I'm talking about men. Well, you can't beat 'em up.
Forrester sisters. Man, what about us? Christy Forrester, 62 years old today. This is The Drifters. A little White Christmas. Taking us news time, bomb of the hour.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops listen and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. But then I am dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and the children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write.
May those days, may your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases be white. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
The Drifters. Little White Christmas for you. Coming up, we've got news from K&M, bottom of the hour. We'll have your local news, your weather forecast. We'll try to catch up with William at Bama's Blessing Barbecue. We will have the random facts from David Hopewell. Kim King, State Rep Report. All that's still coming up.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Governor Andy Beshear says Kentucky had another record-breaking year for economic growth.
We are now projecting that 2024 will be the fourth best year in Kentucky's history for new investment through economic development. That means since I became governor, we'll have had the first, second, and fourth best years in our history, which means our economy is on fire.
In his weekly briefing at the Capitol, the governor said 2024 was the fourth best year in state history for economic investment, with 170 private sector announcements that total more than $6.9 billion in new investments and more than 9,000 new full-time jobs.
The projections now for 2024 are that on the economic development side, we'll have secured $6.9 billion in new private sector investment and added 9,425 jobs. That's through economic development alone.
Some of the announcements this year: a battery manufacturing plant in Shelby County, a new paint facility at the Toyota Georgetown plant, and the opening of a snack food producer in West Louisville. Beshear also announced Thursday an Australian company, Kitchen Food, will invest $69 million in a new prepared foods facility in Hopkinsville, creating more than 900 jobs. The FDA issuing multiple oyster and manila clam alerts for 17 states and Washington, D.C., saying those shellfish could be contaminated with norovirus. The states involved in those advisories include Kentucky, Arizona, California, Colorado, and the District of Columbia. S&M Shellfish in San Francisco issued a recall on December 13th for products sold under the names Fanny Bay, Buckley Bay, and Royal Miyagi oysters after a number of people got sick from norovirus, a serious gastrointestinal illness after eating the shellfish. An urgent product recall advises consumers not to eat it and to return or label them not safe, do not touch, or destroy. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Santa Claus is coming to the Mercer County Courthouse. The second annual Santa and the Deputies will take place tomorrow, being hosted by the Mercer County Sheriff's Office. The event will include games, crafts, snacks, and free pictures with Santa. It's tomorrow from 9 until noon at the Mercer County Courthouse in the Fiscal Courtroom on West Lexington Street. The Facade Grant continues to help beautify downtown Liberty. The Liberty Tourist and Convention Commission approved a grant 2 years ago to encourage downtown business owners to improve the exterior of their buildings. That idea allowed the Tourism Commission to fund up to 75% of an up to $5,000 improvement to a downtown building's facade. The initial first year of the program last year resulted in the limit of 12 grants up to $60,000, which was achieved quickly. This year, it's been doubled up to $120,000. And Danville's Main Street is named one of the 150 best places to shop for Christmas. A recent survey by Present.com asked 3,000 people to uncover the best main streets for Christmas shopping in America. They narrowed that list down to the top 150, with Danville coming in at number 114. About Danville, the publication said, quote, Danville's Main Street offers a relaxed holiday shopping experience with charming shops and seasonal decor, perfect for finding unique gifts. Two other towns in Kentucky were also in the top 150, with Midway's Main Street coming in at number 71. And Broadway's North 3rd Street at 128. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hello, this is Dr. Matthew Duggar, optometrist and owner of Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. We're currently accepting new patients and would love to be your next eye care provider. They'll take pride in every aspect of your visit to fit your eye care needs. We accept most vision and medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Vision Service Plan, and IMED. We have very competitive discount private pay pricing for the exam and glasses. We are located in Corral Business Center across from Southern States in Harrodsburg. Again, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar Eye Care.
The Season of New Traditions sales event is on now at Cartown Kia.
Where you'll save more. Financing as low as 1.9% for up to 60 months on 2025 Sportage, Sorrentos, and Tellurides.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Don't miss the Season of New Traditions at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
1.9% APR financing up to 60 months at $17.48 for 1,000 financed on 2025 Kia Sorrento and Sportage. Not all buyers will qualify for financing. Good through Kia Financial Services. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Offer expires December 31st, 2024.
Here are the obituaries. William Jeffrey Ryan, age 60 of Forkland, died Monday. Visitation is Sunday from 5 until 9 at Ransdale Funeral Chapel, and Monday from 1 and the time of the service at 2 o'clock at Gravel Switch Community Church. Ransdale Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
Ho, ho, ho! Big Deals Online Store has a special announcement for the holidays. Be the first to see the new Christmas at Kentucky Kingdom with 1.5 million lights, 300 Christmas trees, 175-foot tubing slide with real snow, rides, shows, and carolers, plus all the food and characters of the holidays. Get free passes when you shop at Big Deals on Us. Right now, shop and save and get 2 free passes when you spend $50 or more. Spend $100 or more and get 4 free passes to the new Christmas at Kentucky Kingdom. An amazing new holiday attraction to see and enjoy. Go to hometownlive.net and you'll save in time with Christmas gifts with our double BOGO deal where you get $40 of Sweets by Cindy certificates for just $10. Pick up cupcakes and cookies for your parties. Also, another special deal for Christmas, $50 of O'Charlie's restaurant certificates are half price. $50 for just $25. Shop and save now at hometownlive.net while supplies last. Merry Christmas!
Jamie Daly and Darren Vincent, more commonly known as Daly and Vincent, bring the world-class band to Renfro Valley Entertainment Center this Friday night. Daly and Vincent bring the best of country, bluegrass, gospel, and Christmas music to this side of heaven. They're members of the Grand Ole Opry, 5-time Grammy winners with 4 Dove Awards. This is sure to be a memorable concert. This Friday night, Daly and Vincent, Renfro Valley Entertainment Center in Mount Vernon. Doors open at 6. Concert begins at 7. For tickets, go to renfrovalley.com.
Harrisburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrisburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrisburg Tire.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Cars you can give it a low down payment. No credit, low credit, be safe. You should call right now, stop wait.
This your man, Jay Parks, the Chrysler Lawrenceburg, 1181 bypass South Lawrenceburg, Kentucky 40342. Come on through, I'll make it do what it do. Deals is amazing. Round this way, 502-839-2012.
It's amazing.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
May the closeness of friends, the comfort of home, and the unity of our nation renew your spirits this holiday season. From the family at Pioneer Pawn Shop to yours, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Pioneer Pawn Shop in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
We've got a chance of snow after 3 this afternoon, cloudy with a high of 36, winds could gust to 22, chance of snow before 11 tonight, then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1, then a slight chance of snow after 1, cloudy with a low of 29, partly sunny tomorrow, high of 36, mostly clear tomorrow night, a low of 18, sunny for Sunday, high of 36, mostly sunny Monday, high of 48. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 38 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:38 in a huff.
Hello, everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
All right, David. The first ever text message was sent December 3rd, 1992. It said, Merry Christmas. There are more than 100,000 Americans who have full or part-time jobs in the Christmas tree industry. John Bon Jovi's first professional recording job was singing the lead vocals on a song called R2-D2, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, on a Star Wars Christmas album in 1980. The 12 Days of Christmas starts on Christmas Day and ends January 5th. If you plan to tip your mailman or mailwoman around Christmas time, USPS workers are allowed to accept gifts as long as they cost $20 or less. There's no official policy for UPS, but they're discouraged from accepting anything. FedEx employees can accept gifts valued at $75 or less, but they cannot accept cash or gift cards. Amazon drivers are allowed to accept tips, though it's not expected. If you're a really generous person, you could also choose to tip your grocery delivery person, your newspaper delivery person, if you still get a paper, and your garbage collector. A reasonable tip for them would be from $10 up to $30. And those are random facts for you. Let's see if we can get a hold of our buddy William Palmer at Bama's Blessing Barbecue. It is 8:40, coming up 8:40 and a half.
Good morning.
Good morning, William. How are you?
Better than I deserve, brother. Better than I deserve.
Okay, you and Dave Ramsey. I'll tell you what, two of a kind. So Dave Ramsey says all the time, too. Well, Bama's Blessing Barbecue, you are open for business. You open at 11. You're open at 11 Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till 9. And Sundays, you're open 11 to 6 with a Sunday buffet.
Yes, sir.
All you can eat, $19.99.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds
All
good.
you can eat, $19.99.
And that changes every Sunday, too. It's not the same locked-in stuff every Sunday.
That is correct.
You've got variety. Speaking of variety, your daily special for $10.50. What do we got cooking today, William?
Today we've got a Southern style Salisbury steak with potatoes or your choice of side.
Oh, and that's $10.50
all day long for $10.50. Yes, sir.
All right. So that goes on till you close. Is that
yes,
still
sir.
available?
All day long.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget there's kids' meals available. And don't forget dessert. And your desserts, William, are served with ice cream. We're talking about smoked pecan pie, smoked brownie, fresh baked cookies, and warm cobbler. And what is cobbler without ice cream, too? I mean, that's just, a hand in glove. I mean, it just goes together.
That is correct. They do. The thing about the cobblers, though, Rick, they are also smoked, and so are the chocolate chip cookies. All my desserts are smoked.
Oh, gives them that little extra flavor.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Good stuff. And you cater, too. And if you want more information about catering, call 859-605-2199 to inquire about catering.
Yes, sir.
Very good. You got appetizers, sandwiches, meals, soups, and salads. So it's more than a barbecue place.
Yeah, we have quite a bit of a variety of different things. It's not just barbecue.
No, it's not. And you're right next door to Rags and Riches. Rags and Riches there in the Beaumont Plaza.
That is correct. 621 Beaumont Plaza.
Very good. Again, you're open Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 9, closed on Tuesdays. And then don't forget that Sunday, write this down, Sunday buffet after church, 11 to 6, $19.99. All you care to eat.
Yes, sir.
Well, very good. William, we will look forward to talking again on Monday, pal.
All right. Thank you. You have a blessed day.
You too, William. Bye-bye. That's William at Bama's Blessing Barbecue. I wish we could sing this song Tuesday night. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow for the kids. Lori Morgan can do it for you, though. 8:43.5, WHBN AM and FM.
Hey, maybe I'll dye my hair. Maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe I'll get a car. Maybe I'll drive so far they'll all lose track. Me, I'll bounce right back. Maybe I'll sleep real late. Maybe I'll lose some weight. Maybe I'll clear my junk. Maybe I'll just get drunk on apple wine. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. Hey, maybe I'll learn to sew. Maybe I'll just lie low. Maybe I'll hit the bars. Maybe I'll count the stars until dawn. Me, I will go on. Maybe I'll settle down. Maybe I'll just leave town. Maybe I'll have some fun. Maybe I'll meet someone and make him mine. Me, I'll be just
so blue, just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I have a blue, 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 blue Christmas.
The King, Elvis Presley, Blue Christmas. And before that, it was not Lori Morgan. That was Dolly Parton, Hard Candy Christmas. After these messages, we're going to be checking in with our Kim King, our state rep.
Season's greetings from Commonwealth Credit Union. Our team at the Harrodsburg branch is thrilled to be a part of this community and support you throughout your financial journey. Stop by 511 Joseph Drive to discover how we see you differently. Wishing you joy, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and a wonderful new year.
Christmas greetings from Ace Hardware in Harrodsburg. May you feel God's presence in the candles that softly spread their glow at Christmas, and may you experience the wonder of His abiding love as He guides you through the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Ace Hardware in Harrodsburg.
This is Greg Warren, Senior Minister of the Carpenters Christian Church. May your heart be lifted in praise this Christmas for the wonderful gift of Jesus and the joy He brings to our lives. Have a wonderful Christmas and a blessed New Year.
This Christmas greetings from Mercer Outfitters in Harrodsburg. May the true spirit of Christmas shine in your heart and light through your path this Christmas season. Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year from Mercer Outfitters in Harrodsburg on South College Street.
It is 8:50, 10 minutes in front of 9 o'clock as we await, and I believe this is the lady right now.
Put your headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
It seems like when I hear Sophie, Kim King's not far behind.
Oh, you hear me just admiring her radio input. I mean, she is just a dumpling. How are you today, radio?
I am doing fine for a man of my age and temperament.
Very good, very good. Well, we had 2 meetings in Frankfort yesterday. I do believe, unless something out of the ordinary comes up, that is it before the session starts January the 7th, which is the first Tuesday following the first Monday. So starting off at 10:30 a.m. yesterday, the final meeting of the Tobacco Settlement Agreement Fund Oversight Committee. We got our regular reports, and I'll just give you the 30,000-foot view on those because none of them directly affected Jessamine, Mercer, and Washington counties. And then we also got reports. We get this every December, research and updates from the University of Louisville Cancer and the University of Kentucky Markey Cancer Center, and how they utilize the tobacco settlement funds that they receive. So this, again, is the last meeting of this committee, not only for the year, but we don't meet during session, so it won't be until the 2025 session adjourns that this group will get together again. And we have a new Senate co-chair and a new House co-chair. So it's things carry on. So very good. So for the loan aspect, the loan category of these funds, we had $3.4 million in loans let out last month. 3 are agriculture infrastructure loans, and they totaled $750,000. And 14 beginning farm loans, and they totaled $2.7 million for all of those. And again, none of them directly affected Jessamine, Mercer, or Washington counties. And I don't know if all of my voice came through right there. I was receiving 2 other calls. The office is calling, so I hope there weren't any breaks in that report right there.
Didn't hear any.
Good. And then as far as the grant application portion of these funds, we had 8 county projects approved for $1.4 million to deceased farm animal removal, which is vitally important for keeping our waters and our streams clean. One was fairly close, Lincoln County. They received $15,000 for their projects, and another one. And so 2 of those totaling, just a little over $16,000. One next generation farmer, $40,000, and 2 shared use equipment programs for $8,100, and youth ag incentive programs for $60,000. So for a total of $1.5 million worth of grants were approved last month. Going on to the cancer research, starting with the U of L, because that's the way they presented. Don't get mad at me, Wildcats. That's the way they presented yesterday. So the U of L Brown Cancer Center director went first, and there was a whole lot of information, so I'm just pulling a little bit. One thing I found interesting, and it was very helpful, they have I'm looking at a map of Kentucky with each of the counties included, and how many patients from each of the counties were part of direct patient care at the University of Louisville for cancer. So for Jessamine County, 38 people and patients, from Mercer County, 51, and 187 from Washington County. I've mentioned before, Jessamine and Mercer fall more into central Kentucky. We're in a different ag group, a different Department of Transportation. And then Washington County is really considered Greater Louisville. There are a lot of folks that are willing to have that commute back and forth every day to not have to live in Louisville, but that's where their job is. So it really makes sense to me to see those numbers so high for Washington County. We get a report on this every year, and the initials are TIL, and that is for tumor infiltrating lymphocytes. Hope I'm pronouncing all of those correctly. But this is, according to their presentation, and has been for several years, this research was created at the University of Louisville, and it's really showing to have wonderful progress for cancer patients. So as they take out the tumor, they harvest a few of the cells separately, and they create the antibodies and all of the things to fight that portion of the tumor, grow that, and then put it back into the patient, and those immune cells and the antibodies take off and keep doing so. So, that's anything we can do to help, and that is really showing great promise. Oh, yes, here it is. They have been doing those trials since 2016. I knew it had been several years that they had been telling us about that. So anything we can do to, get a handle on this old cancer thing. And then moving on to the University of Kentucky, which is a National Cancer Institute Comprehensive Care Center now. They received that designation, I think, in 2013. Don't hold me to that. But for 8 straight years, the University of Kentucky Markey Cancer Center has been ranked in the top 50 in the entire United States. We have a new cancer facility that is under construction, They hope to have this project I'm getting ready to tell you about completed in 2027. It will be 550,000 square feet, and all of the modalities and everything that it takes to treat a cancer patient will be all under one roof. So the director for Markey explained yesterday, currently a cancer patient has to go to one building for surgery, consultations another building, radiations another, chemo's another, and so this will be all under one roof. So that will be wonderful to have in place. And I think I'm going to forego the rest of that information to give 2 survey questions. So these will become, going on until session starts through the end of December. So one is, do you support increasing child care assistance for parents who want to enter the workforce, even if it means cutting benefits for those who choose not to work? So on social media and in email, I'm getting varied responses to that, and some folks are telling why they have a yes or no answer, and that is a great example of exactly what I'm looking for. I need that information. Today's survey question will be, how concerned are you about the reliability of the electric grid? I think it was 2022 when we had the polar freeze that especially affected Western Kentucky, and that brought to light some of us, and I'm in that group, were already concerned with making sure the electric grid, utility grid, all of that is secure and reliable and in place under those dire sub-freezing, sub-zero temperatures. And when those are in place for several days, we've got to make sure we have that energy on hand. So those are just a few examples. If you have a writing utensil, I will give you my email address, kim.king@kylegislature.gov. And Lord willing, I'll call in about 8:50 with a little bit more information as we come close to the Christmas season. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Radio Rick.
And you as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good week.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's our state representative, Kim King. You heard her right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955. And proud of it on FM 99.5 AM 1420. World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. You need some last-minute gift ideas? Why not save money? Go to hometownlive.net, click on Big Deals. Save 20, 30, up to 50% on gifts and ideas and services that we have available with our local businesses. It's open 24/7. Never worry about parking or long lines. Hometownlive.net, click on Big Deals and save. We are seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. House Speaker Mike Johnson says a vote to avoid a government shutdown is expected to happen this morning. This comes after dozens of Republicans joined Democrats last night in voting down a revised government funding bill. Virginia Republican Congressman Bob Good was not impressed with the package, which contained a provision demanded by President-elect Trump.
It was ridiculous also to put on the floor a bill to raise the debt limit to an unlimited amount for 2 years. And it should have failed. I'm glad that it failed.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer indicated that Democrats would not be negotiating and told reporters it was time to go back to the original bipartisan agreement. An agreement had been reached, but President-elect Donald Trump told Republicans to reject it. President Biden is expected to announce more student loan relief today. The Department of Education says the Biden administration plans to forgive another $4.2 billion in student loans for nearly 55,000 public service employees, including nurses, teachers, and firefighters. A U.S. delegation has arrived in Syria to meet with the rebels who toppled the Assad regime in Damascus. A spokesperson says their discussions are expected to focus on U.S. expectations of an inclusive Syrian government and information about U.S. journalist Austin Tice and other Americans who disappeared during the Assad regime. The 4 federal charges brought against Luigi Mangione in Manhattan Thursday involved murder, stalking, and using a weapon equipped with a silencer. Sarah Lee Kessler explains what that could mean for the 26-year-old.
Those charges could trigger the death penalty if prosecutors seek it. The federal complaint claims Mangione traveled from Georgia to New York City for the purpose of stalking and killing Brian Thompson on December 4th. He's the United Healthcare CEO, gunned down in broad daylight in front of a Manhattan hotel.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Trusted steel power in the palm of your hand. This holiday season, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld garden pruner. Now just $149.99. Check off a gift from the top of their wish list and make trimming tree limbs a breeze with a lightweight design and 4-inch cutting bar. Visit your local steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com. Was $179.99 MSRP. Includes battery and charger. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call us for free information at 1-800-558-5497. Again, 1-800-558-5497.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott is unveiling a new border strategy.
We are launching a new campaign to deter illegal immigration into Texas.
The governor announced yesterday that billboards are being posted in Mexico and Central America, warning not only of the consequences for those caught crossing into Texas, but also the risk of sexual assault against women and children. Abbott said they'll be in Spanish, but some will also be in Chinese, Russian, and Arabic. He went on to describe the unfiltered messaging about human trafficking on the billboards, calling it tough medicine. A look back at the biggest stories of this year. Here's Jack Crumley.
January 5th, the Boeing jet lost a door plug, and questions about Boeing quality forced the CEO to say he would step down at year's end. At the Grammys, Miley Cyrus' Flowers won Record of the Year. Taylor Swift's Midnights won Album of the Year. March 26th, the container ship struck Baltimore's Key Bridge, killing 6.
All the families and loved ones who are grieving. I've come here to grieve with you. We all are.
2024 was a wild election year. Donald Trump was convicted on dozens of felonies May 30th. 6 weeks later, he would survive an assassination attempt.
Take a look at what happened.
Days after that, President Biden would drop out of the race to be replaced by VP Kamala Harris.
I accept your nomination to be president.
Rap mogul Diddy Combs was arrested in September on federal sex trafficking charges. Hurricane Helene devastated the South later that month, and voters in November chose Donald Trump to be the 47th president.
Bluey is coming to Disneyland. The world-famous cartoon dog will be making his debut at both the Disneyland and Disney World theme parks next year. Hollywood Reporter says the addition of Bluey is the result of an expanded partnership between Disney and BBC Studios, who distributes the Australian children's show. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Santa Claus is coming to the Mercer County Courthouse. The second annual Santa and the Deputies will take place tomorrow, being hosted by the Mercer County Sheriff's Office. The event will include games, crafts, snacks, and free pictures with Santa. It's tomorrow from 9 until noon at the Mercer County Courthouse in the Fiscal Courtroom on West Lexington Street. The Facade Grant continues to help beautify downtown Liberty. The Liberty Tourist and Convention Commission approved a grant 2 years ago to encourage downtown business owners to improve the exterior of their buildings. That idea allowed the Tourism Commission to fund up to 75% of an up to $5,000 improvement to a downtown building's facade. The initial first year of the program last year resulted in the limit of 12 grants up to $60,000, which was achieved quickly. This year, it's been doubled up to $120,000. And Danville's Main Street is named one of the 150 best places to shop for Christmas. A recent survey by Present.com asked 3,000 people to uncover the best main streets for Christmas shopping in America. They narrowed that list down to the top 150, with Danville coming in at number 114. About Danville, the publication said, quote, Danville's Main Street offers a relaxed holiday shopping experience with charming shops and seasonal decor, perfect for finding unique gifts. 2 other towns in Kentucky were also in the top 150, with Midway's Main Street coming in at number 71 and Broadway's North 3rd Street at 128. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, I learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
The ultimate in dining pleasures at the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. Since 1995, the Bread of Life Cafe's been serving up good old Southern cooking featuring 3 mouth-watering loaded buffets, an extensive menu, and plenty of family atmosphere. Meet your friends for the Saturday morning breakfast buffet, 7 till 10:30. All you care to eat, just $8.99. Thursday night's a senior night. Save 20% for seniors 55 and older. Friday night after 4, cast your line and catch the all you care to eat awesome fried catfish buffet with all the trimmings, $12.99. Delight your taste at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on 127.
This Christmas message comes from High Speed Lifestyle. May this Christmas be filled with happiness in all that you do, and may this joy continue the whole year through. Have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy new year. This Christmas message coming from Brandon Scheller at High Speed Lifestyle.
May God fill your life with love, joy, and peace this Christmas and throughout the new year. Merry Christmas and a blessed new year from R.M. McGinnis Real Estate and Auction Professionals in Harrodsburg.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Thank you, Sonny. We've got a chance of snow after 3 this afternoon, and cloudy, high of 36. Winds could gust up to 22 miles an hour, so hang on your hat and your hair if you got it. Got a chance of snow tonight before 11, then a slight chance of rain and snow between 11 and 1. Then a slight chance of snow after 1, cloudy with a low of 29. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 36. Mostly clear Saturday night and a low of 18. Sunday, sunny, high of 36. Mostly sunny Monday, high of 48. Tuesday, got a chance of showers mainly after 1. Mostly cloudy, high of 51. For Tuesday night, which happens to be Christmas Eve, 50% chance of showers, and not snow showers either. Cloudy with a low of 41. Wednesday, Christmas Day, 50-50 shot of showers, mostly cloudy, high of 52. Thursday, chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high of 57. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 38 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:09. Good Friday morning. It's the 20th day of December. Radio Rick, glad to have you along. And we've got Alan Barlow along again this morning. He's going to be doing a Christmas Carol, part 2. Before we get to that, I would like you, Alan, would you ask me to light the fuse to start the weekend officially?
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
Why
Alan.
don't you light the fuse to start the weekend officially?
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Fred. Now the weekend is officially started because of Fred. Fred Flintstone. All right. We've got Christmas Carol Part 2 with Alan Barlow, and it is being brought to you by Willie Baker of Baker Auction and Real Estate. And you get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker.
Hey folks, Willie Baker here, Baker Auctions and Real Estate. Do you have an estate to settle or equipment to sell? If so, give us a call at 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653. Or check us out on the web at bidbaker.com. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker. That's 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653.
And if you would like to watch Alan Barlow do a Christmas Carol live, you can see him at ckytv.net channel 2. Go grab your phone, go grab a laptop, your computer, whatever. ckytv.net channel 2. Part 2 of A Christmas Carol with Alan Barlow live on WHBN.
When Scrooge awoke, it was so dark that he could not distinguish between the transparent window and the opaque walls of his chamber. Then the chimes of a neighboring church rang out, so Scrooge listened for the hour. And the bell sounded with a deep, dull, hollow, melancholy 1. Light flashed up in the room and the curtains were drawn aside, and Scrooge found himself face to face with the unearthly visitor who had drawn them. Oh, it was a strange figure, like a child, and yet not so much like a child as like a very old man, but viewed through some supernatural medium which gave it the appearance of having receded from view and diminished to a child's proportion. Its hair, which hung about its neck and back, was white, as if with age, and yet the face had not a wrinkle in it, and the tenderest bloom was on the skin. Its arms were long, muscular, hands the same, as if its grip were of uncommon strength. In its hand it bore a sprig of fresh green holly, and, as if in singular contradiction to that wintry emblem, had its dress trimmed out in summer flowers. But the strangest thing was that from the crown of its head there shot forth a jet of bright, pure, clear, white light, by which all of this was visible. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold me? I am. The voice was soft, singularly low, as if, rather than being so close beside, was removed to a great distance. What are you? I am the ghost of Christmas past. Past? What, long past? No. Your past, Ebenezer. Your past. Well, Scrooge made bold to inquire what business had brought the spirit that night. Your welfare. My welfare. Well, I should think a night of unbroken rest might have been more conducive to that end. Your reclamation, then. Take heed. And with that, the spirit took Scrooge by the arm. Rise and walk with me. Its grasp, though gentle as a woman's, was not to be resisted. Scrooge rose, but seeing that the spirit made for the window, clasped his robe in supplication. No, spirit, no, I am mortal and liable to fall. Bear but a touch of my hand, there, said the spirit, laying his hand upon Scrooge's heart. And you shall be upheld in more than this. And as the words were spoken, they passed through the wall and found themselves standing upon an open country road, fields on either hand. The city had entirely vanished. There was not a vestige of it left to be seen. The darkness and mist had vanished as well, for it was a bright, cold, clear winter morning with snow upon the ground. Oh, good heaven! I was born in this place. I was a boy here. Do you recollect the way? Recollect it? Recollect? I could walk it blindfold. And so they walked together, Scrooge and the spirit, Scrooge recognizing every gate and post and tree. Oh, he became aware of 1,000 different odors floating through the air, each one attached to 1,000 different thoughts and hopes and cares and dreams, all now long since forgotten. Well, they left the high road by a well-remembered lane and soon came to a mansion of dull red brick. It was a large house, but one of broken fortunes. There was a chilly bareness about the place which somehow suggested too much getting up by candlelight and not too much to eat. The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, remains there still. And Scrooge admitted that yes, Yes, he knew that. They passed together into a long, bare, melancholy room made longer and barer still by row after row of plain desks, and at one of these a small boy sat reading by a feeble fire. And Scrooge sat down and wept to see his poor forgotten self, as he used to be. Oh, the poor boy. The poor boy. I wish I... And too late now. What is it? No, there was a boy singing a Christmas carol at my office window last night. I could have given him something, I suppose. The spirit smiled. Let us see another Christmas. And as the words were spoken, Scrooge's former self grew a little larger, and the room grew a little darker, a little dirtier. The panels shrunk, windows cracked, fragments of plaster fell from the ceiling, and there he sat still, all by himself, while all the other boys had gone home for the jolly holidays. Scrooge looked at the spirit, and then with a mournful shake of his head, glanced anxiously at the door, which burst open, and a small girl, younger than the boy, came darting in, and she threw her arms around the boy's neck and kissed him on the cheek and said, "Oh, brother! Oh, big brother! I've come to bring you home, Eb. Yes, I've come to bring you home. Home for good and all. Home for ever and always. Eb, Father's so much kinder now than he used to be. That home is like heaven now. Oh, he spoke to me so kindly one night that I wasn't afraid to ask him once again if you might come home. And this time he said yes. And he sent me in the carriage to bring you. And you're to never come back here. But Eb, first, we're to be together all Christmas long and have the merriest time in all the world." Always a fragile creature whom a breath might have withered. And yet she had a large heart. Aye, that she had. She died a woman and had, as I think, children. One. Just one. My nephew. Yes. Well, although they had just that moment left the school behind them, they now found themselves standing in the busy thoroughfares of a city. The spirit approached a certain warehouse door and asked Scrooge if he remembered it. Remember it? Remember? Was I not apprenticed here? And they entered, and at the sight of an elderly gentleman in a Welsh wig, Scrooge cried out in great excitement, "What? Fezziwig! Oh, bless his heart, it's old Fezziwig alive again!" Well, old Mr. Fezziwig glanced up at the clock, which was just that moment pointing to the hour of 7. Oh, he laid down his pen, adjusted his capacious waistcoat, laughed once all over himself, and then in a rich, fat, oily, jovial, comfortable voice called out, "Yo-ho, my lads, Ebenezer, Dick!" And Scrooge's former self, now grown to a young man, came briskly in, followed by his fellow apprentice. "Yo-ho, my lads, no more work tonight! Christmas Eve, Dick, Christmas, Ebenezer! Now, let's have the shutters up before a man can say Jack Robinson. Come on, lads! Clear away! Let's have lots of room here!" Clear away. There wasn't anything they wouldn't have cleared away or couldn't have cleared away. It was done in an instant. Every movable was packed off, the floor was swept and watered, the lamps were trimmed, fuel was heaped upon the fire, and that warehouse became as snug and dry and bright a ballroom as anyone could hope to see on a winter's night. Then in came the fiddler, who commenced a tune like 50 stomach aches. In came Mrs. Fezziwig, one vast, substantial smile. In came the 3 Miss Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable. In came the 6 young suitors, whose hearts they broke. In came all the men and women employed in the business. In came the cook with her cousin the baker. In came the upstairs maid. On the arm of her brother's particular friend, the milkman. Oh, in they all came, as some boldly, and some shyly, some gracefully, some awkwardly, some pushing, some pulling, but in they all came, anyhow and everyhow. And there was dancing, and there was cake, and a great piece of cold roast, and mince pies, plenty of beer. Oh, but the great effect of the evening came when the fiddler struck up Sir Roger de Coverley, and Mr. Fezziwig stepped out to dance with Mrs. Fezziwig. Top couple, too. And when Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig had gone all through the dance, with advance, da-dun-da-dun-da-dun, and retreat, da-dun-da-dun-da-dun, and both hands to your partner, bow and curtsy, and both hands to your partner, and thread the needle, da-dun-da-da-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun, and corkscrew, da-dun-da-da-dun, and back again to your place, da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-da-da-dun-da-da-da-dun-da-dun. Well, the clock struck 11, and this domestic ball broke up. Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig took their places, one on either side of the door, to shake hands with each person individually and wish him or her a Merry Christmas. And when everyone had retreated, they did the same with the apprentices, which were then left to their beds, which were under a counter at the back of the shop. The whole of this time, Scrooge had behaved like a man out of his senses. Oh, he had remembered everything. Oh, he had corroborated everything. He had enjoyed everything. So that it was not until this moment that Scrooge remembered the spirit. A small matter, is it not, to make these silly people so full of gratitude? He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves this praise? It isn't that, spirit, it isn't that. He had the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Say that this power lay in words and looks, things so slight and insignificant that it's impossible to add and count him up. What of it? What of it? The happiness he gave was quite as great as if he'd spent a fortune. What is it? Nothing. Something, I think. Yeah. I was just thinking I should like to say a word or two to McClark Cratchit just now, that's all. My time grows short. One last Christmas. And Scrooge again saw himself. He was a man now, in the prime of life. Oh, his face had none of the hard and rigid lines of later years, but it had begun to wear the signs of care and avarice. There was a restless, eager, greedy motion to the eye, which hinted at where the passion had taken root, and where the shadow of the growing tree would fall. He was not alone, but sat by the side of a fair young girl, who had tears standing in her eyes. It matters little. To you, very little. An idol has displaced me, and if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I've no just cause to grieve. What idol has displaced you? A golden one. So this is the fair and even-handed dealing of the world. No, there is nothing upon which it is so hard as poverty and yet nothing which it condemns with such severity as the pursuit of wealth. It's all hypocritical humbug. You fear the world too much, Ebenezer. One by one, I've watched your nobler aspirations drop away until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Our contract is an old one. It was made before we were we were poor and content to be so. But you've changed. When it was made, you were another man. I was a boy. Do you see? Do you not see? Your own feeling tells you you are not what you were. How often and how keenly I have felt this, I will not say. It is enough that I have felt it, and can now release you. Have I ever sought release? Not in words, but in a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in anything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight. Tell me, if you were still free today, would you still seek me out and try to win me? A dowerless girl, and you who weigh everything by gain. Now, I release you with a full heart for love of the man you once were. She left, and they parted. Spirit, show me no more. No, show me no more. No more. I do not wish to see it. I cannot bear it. Why do you delight to torture me? No. No more. Conduct me home and haunt me no further. He was aware of being exhausted and of a strange, inexplicable drowsiness. He was also aware that he was standing in his very own bedroom, but barely had time to acknowledge that fact before reeling into his bed and dropping into a deep, dreamless sleep.
All right, Alan, very good.
Well,
Enjoyed
thank you very much.
Part 2 of A Christmas Carol. Again, this is brought to you by our good friend Willie Baker at Willie Baker Auction and Real Estate. And we'll have part 3 Monday morning right after 9 o'clock, and part 4 Tuesday morning after 9 o'clock. And then, we're not through yet. Then, starting at 8 o'clock Tuesday night, we will have all 4 parts put together. So we encourage you to get the family together and gather around radio Tuesday night starting at 8 o'clock. And we'll have all 4 parts starring Alan Barlow of A Christmas Carol, brought to you by Willie Baker Auction and Real Estate.
Hey folks, Willie Baker here, Baker Auctions and Real Estate. Do you have an estate to settle or equipment to sell? If so, give us a call at 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653. Or check us out on the web at bidbaker.com. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker. That's 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653.
Well, hello there, Buddy Beaver. I thought you were hibernating.
No, Radio Rick. Beavers don't hibernate. I'm having fun stocking the shelves for holiday shoppers.
Buddy, tell us what you carry.
We have wind chimes, rain chains, wind spinners, a variety of metal decor, angels, dragons, night lights, new items, and so much more. And our Christmas wobbles are back.
Visit mulch2go.ky.com or call 859-715-7575 for seasonal hours. That's Mulch2Go at 1060 Bowman Avenue in Harrodsburg.
See you there.
Santa gives his nod to these December savings at your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. Start your day off with a $4 breakfast. Choose from sausage, egg, bacon, egg, or a half biscuit and gravy. That includes hash brown and drink, just $4. Get a sausage biscuit, bacon biscuit, or chicken biscuit for just 99 cents. For lunch, get 2 original cheeseburgers for just $5 or 2 original double cheeseburgers for $7. Don't forget about the $7 meal deal. Cheeseburger, fries, drink, and Sunday, all just $7. Blizzard of the month's peppermint hot cocoa. Saving you all month long. Your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill will happy. Tastes good.
It's here. It's new. Filled with the best wide selection of vehicles just for you.
Right at Field User Factory.
7 acres of pre-owned elite inventory makes them the largest deal maker around.
Right at Field User Factory.
So come on down to Nicholsville off US 27 to Vince Drive. Then you've arrived at the new
Right at Field User Factory.
Buy with confidence straight from the factory. Take a virtual tour at
RightAtFieldUserFactory.com.
I'm tired of working on my old worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop by County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and 3-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
This is Susan Rogers with Chloe's Petals for Hope. Here's another inside story behind one of your favorite Christmas songs.
Francis Chick Powers.
With an inside story behind a Christmas song.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
That's Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by then 13-year-old Miss Brenda Lee. She's now a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Up next, Miss Brenda Lee details lots of information on the events that took place.
In July of 1958, when I was a little over 13 years old, Owen Bradley, my producer at Decca Records, called me and said that he had a Christmas song. It had been sent to him by Decca executive Milt Gabler. It was written by Johnny Marks. We immediately set up a recording session at the Quonset Hut. My manager, Dub Albritton, took me to the studio, and much to my surprise, Owen had the studio decorated like Christmas, with a big Christmas tree and lights and decorations everywhere. He also had the air conditioning on cold to get the whole effect in motion. The musicians were the great A-Team, and the background singers were the famous group, the Anita Kerrs. We all sat down and came up with the right arrangement and recorded it. It was magical. It was released that year of 1958 and in the next year in 59, but it really didn't do very well. We released it again in 1960 after I had the #1 record, I'm Sorry, and boy, did it take off. And ever since then, it's been such a blessing in my life.
From the Christmas files of the musicalsoundreview.com, I'm Francis Chick Powers.
In the new old-fashioned way.
All of us at Chloe's Petals.
We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. Sit quietly and we will control all that you hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to...
Radio Rick in the morning on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN The Rooster.
All right, we are back. It is coming up on 9:36. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. And you're also getting Alan Barlow has hung around. And if that's not enough, Larry the Legend Sanders has joined us too. Good morning, Larry.
Morning, Rick.
And how are you?
I'm doing much better. I've been kind of under the bus for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, you've had a time this year with your health.
I've gone from Johnny Cash with a cold to Bill Anderson on steroids. So that's a pretty good stretch, I think.
Well, hopefully 2025 will be a healthier year for Larry Sanders.
I hope so, I tell you. And, we've got an interesting guest this morning. And Alan, you've been on my list, and you stay so busy.
I've been on your list.
Yeah, I listen to you every Thursday, and we've had some, a lot of interesting guests, and I try to, the arts. I am so proud of what you've done with Ragged Edge. Of course, I remember as a child when it was a Harriet, and spent many Saturday afternoons there. And I guess the first movie I ever went to, my brother took me to, and it was Old Yeller, and that was, mid-50s, because I was born in 51. I know I was, but, in the Technicolor, of course, we had an old black and white TV, about this big. And, some of the scenes I was probably ducked and everything else. It was just so, the color and the sound, and it was just really an experience that I'll never forget.
Kids these days are not going to appreciate. I remember when I was a kid, our first we got a color television eventually, but our first TV was a black and white that rolled around on a little chrome stand. Can move it from kitchen to living room or wherever, and the shock of watching television in small screen, black and white, and then going to a movie theater and seeing, things larger than life and in color. I feel a little sorry for kids these days because everybody's got a 70-inch ultra-high definition television in there. They've got a movie theater in there, everybody in there's living room. So nobody gets that thrill anymore. There's not the difference. And it's like, I feel, weird to feel bad for kids, growing up with all the wonders that we've got now. But it's like, no, you're never going to have that. That's something that we had that they just don't get.
And also, there's something about the atmosphere in a theater. You can rent a movie, you can Netflix it, whatever you want. But if you're in a crowd of, even like my wife and I, we like matinees. And it just makes all the difference in the world because, people laugh, you laugh. There's something about the environment of being with a crowd.
Participating with something with other people.
Right.
It's why live theater works. It's why going out. I think it's why when coming back out of COVID, we were wondering if, are people just going to fall out of the habit of going out? And then we reopened our doors, and holy cow, people were just eager to. They didn't just want to get out and go do stuff with other people. They needed to. We saw our attendance numbers at Ragged Edge jump significantly after COVID, and they haven't really gone down. It's like people, I think they realized how much they missed and had taken for granted being able to go out and do things with other people. Right. So if there's, maybe one lesson, one good thing to be taken out of 2020, 2021, it's like, don't take for granted just being able to go out and do things with your friends and neighbors.
Well, it's just like, electricity, anything, we take it for granted till we lose it.
Yeah.
And then if we're without it for 15 minutes, we go in a panic attack.
Yeah.
And, of course, I know, how long have you been the executive director at Ragged Edge?
Let me see. So I started, my first day was June 1st, 2016. So for it was 8 years in June. So been there 8 years.
It's a great community theater, and I know you have a lot of support people because the sets and everything, and I don't attend as many as I should, but it's so great what you're doing for the children, bringing them on, because every kid's not going to be a baseball star or a soccer star, and there's kids that need the arts, and the arts, you can do that all your life.
Oh yeah.
And the matinees you have for the schools, and that is just...
That is something that, in my experience, is unique. I don't know. There are plenty of children's theaters around the country. I spent a lot of time in Seattle working at one of the biggest ones in the country. But it's theater performed for kids. I don't know of any other theater that does theater for kids produced and performed by kids. Like the shows that we do with the youth stage productions are as good as anything else that we put on that stage, and as good as anything I've seen, in a lot of theaters in this country. And the ownership, the sense of pride and accomplishment that those kids get from doing the show, and then doing it in front of their peers, and then having the kids in the audience look at that and go, I'm a kid. That was done by kids my age. Yeah. I could do something like that. Why don't I try it? And the program has been growing and growing, to the point where we get quite a few kids that turn out to audition. We get their parents, the support, the support network that supports these kids, drives them to and from rehearsal and school, feeds them when they get home, makes sure they get their homework done if they're like knee deep in rehearsals, and then helping build the show, build the set, make costumes, do whatever. It takes a village, or it takes a community to get it done. And ours is just gets stronger. More people join. We're starting to get a big influx of. We had a family join us of a season or two ago. One of a gal named Amy Wilcox, was born and raised in Harrodsburg, and she lives in Lawrenceburg now with her family. But she brought her kids down to audition for Wizard of Oz, and since then she teaches in the Anderson County school system. Well, their friends came down to see it. Their kids' peers came down to see the shows, and like, oh, Ragged Edge, Harrodsburg, really? We didn't know about this. And now we've got this. We've kind of lost Boyle County, because Boyle County's got the Performing Arts Center. They've got a lot of stuff, a lot of programs for kids in Boyle County. Well, now all of a sudden it's like we just turned on the tap to.
They've rediscovered.
To all these kids in Anderson County now, and we've got this big. And now Anderson County schools are bringing busloads of kids into Mercer County to come see live theater, and we're getting buses from Washington County. We get them. We've had them from as far away as Adair County, coming to see shows at the school. And like I said, it's there's a lot of children's theater out there, but not much of it is done by kids. The ownership that they get from producing something like one of those shows is it's why I do the job.
Rick and I had this conversation the other day, and of course I was fortunate enough to be on the board several years ago, and there's not a bad seat in the house.
Nope.
And I don't know who did the installation, but I'm not that tall, but the seating, they're comfortable. Because with my venues, I'm in a lot of theaters, or not as much as I used to be, and I mean some of them.
Yeah.
It's worse than an airplane.
Yeah.
And Ragged Edge, even though you don't, 140 seats?
143. Very good.
143, added 3.
You were close.
Yeah, I used to we used to try to fill every one. Of course, it used to be about 200.
And you are right. The old seats were literally smaller.
Right.
They were the old cast iron theater seats, and they were just built smaller, and they were closer together.
Right.
If you go to the courthouse here, I know there are a couple of people that have a picture. It was taken at the old Herod Theater during a Saturday kids matinee, and you see it. The seats are wall to wall, and I was counting how many seats there were in a row. It's like, how did they get? Well, the seats were all like 3 inches narrower and 3 inches for like an airplane. They're closer together, and there must have been, if you count the balcony, there must have been 400 kids in that theater. But yeah, those old seats started to they started to break down, and you couldn't find parts for them. Nobody made them anymore, and so they got the grant from the Kentucky Colonels to replace the seating of I don't know 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago. So they're nice seats.
Well, I was on the board. Kentucky Colonels upgraded the light system. And you've got a very professional light system.
It's nice. It's it was installed back in 1998 when the building was first turned into the Ragged Edge Theater. Now, when would this have been? I didn't realize that there had been an upgrade to the theater or to the lighting system.
I'm trying to think.
I know Dan Chilton had told me they'd gotten a new light board, but I didn't realize there had been other things.
But I'm almost sure the canned lights and all was a Kentucky Colonel's.
Yeah, they have helped us. We go to them about every other year when we have a big. We don't want to go to the well too often, but when we have a big project that we need some help with, that's when we'll go to them. Getting the stucco on the side of the building replaced and repaired and all that this year, that was a Kentucky Colonel's project. And the roof, we've had some the things that aren't so, they call them the sexy projects, the ones that everybody can see that are kind of glitzy. Those have kind of been on the back burner while we've done things like replace the main sewer line going out of the building to the city line. Yeah, not a sexy project, but something that
needed.
When your plumber tells you, after he's been under the building to fix a leak, he said, that old cast iron pipe is just very close to rupturing, and you're going to have a really big issue if that happens. Okay, go ahead, spend that. We were going to spend it on something else. New sewer line, go ahead. A new roof, all new fire extinguishers and stuff, and the things that nobody thinks about, but when you're responsible for taking care of a historic building, that's the kind of stuff you got to commit to.
And the safety of people for your patrons
too.
too.
Yeah. And making sure that we've got that all the emergency exit lights are up to snuff and working and everything. So one of these days soon, we're going to get all those non-sexy projects done, and we've turned our attention. We've got some new board members on who are really eager to seek out grant money. There's some historic preservation money that's been put into the grant pipeline that we're hoping to get a piece of to finally put a marquee back on the front of the theater.
Oh, well, that'll be nice.
Oh, there are some people who've got, if everybody remembers Leon Mayo.
Yes.
Leon was,
yeah.
When I first took the job at Ragged Edge, I was going around paying courtesy calls on all our sponsors. And I came to see you guys, and I met Tanya was one of the first people that I met at in Harrodsburg 8 years ago. But Leon was the first, and I went in, and within like 5 minutes of meeting him, I knew he was a visionary, and that's because the first thing he said to me was, "What you need to know about me, Alan, is that I'm a visionary." All right. Well, what Leon envisioned was a marquee on the front of the theater. That was his pet project, and he tried once, thought he'd had one.
In Pikeville.
But yes, in Pikeville, exactly.
I was on the board at that time,
and it was wound up not being that it was not well suited. It was too big. It was too big, and we had to scrap the project. And so I had gone back a few years later after I'd had the job for a little while, went back and talked to Leon and said, I'd kind of like to re-energize that project. Is that something you'd be interested in? I know you're not on the board anymore or anything, but would you be interested in helping us with that? And Leon thought that would be great fun. He had a quest.
Right.
Now we're going to, whether he found an old one or, researched a company to raise money to put a new one on, he was going to take that on, and then 2 weeks after that, Leon was gone. So we are raising money. We've been informally call it the Neon for Leon
neat
account. So we have been stashing a little money. Those things are found out doing some research. Those things are expensive.
Yeah, sure.
Holy cow, marquees are expensive. But we've been squirreling it away little by little, and thought, well, one day the plumbing will all be up to snuff. The electrical system will be all up to snuff. There won't be any holes in the roof. There won't be anything. And what money that we do have, we can put toward a new marquee on the front of the building. Well, now there's this new grant from the. It's going to come through through the National Park System and things, and then it filters down through the cabinet of what is it, Tourism, Arts, and Heritage. Mm-hmm. That's where in Kentucky, that's how it's going to get administered, and we're getting our ducks in a row to ask for some money to put a. It'd be nice to have a big shiny new marquee.
Well, it would be an asset to all of Main Street.
It would get just improving. It's like an old fashioned. I know there's if you go to Winchester, and you see the Leeds. Is it the Leeds Center there? Beautiful old marquee that's been restored there. The marquee on the front of the Kentucky Theater up in Lexington. It doesn't have to be super fancy, but just something to make it look like the old movie theater that it once was. I think would be swell. I've got a picture of the old marquee that is mounted on the wall right behind my chair in my office, so that it's like I keep it so that I'm keeping it in mind all the time.
Right. Well, we've got to keep in mind we got to take a break here and pay some bills, and we'll be back with Larry the Legend Sanders, Alan Barlow on WHBN AM and FM.
Hey folks, Willie Baker here, Baker Auctions and Real Estate. Do you have an estate to settle or equipment to sell? If so, give us a call at 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653. Or check us out on the web at bidbaker.com. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker. That's 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653.
Well, hello there, Buddy Beaver. I thought you were hibernating.
No, Radio Rick. Beavers don't hibernate. I'm having fun stocking the shelves for holiday shoppers.
Buddy, tell us what you carry.
We have wind chimes, rain chains, wind spinners, a variety of metal decor, angels, dragons, night lights, new items, and so much more. And our Christmas wobbles are back.
Visit mulch2go.ky.com or call 859-715-7575 for seasonal hours. That's Mulch to Go at 1060 Bowman Avenue in Harrodsburg.
See you there.
Santa gives his nod to these December savings at your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. Start your day off with a $4 breakfast. Choose from sausage, egg, bacon, egg, or a half biscuit and gravy. That includes hash brown and drink, just $4. Get a sausage biscuit, bacon biscuit, or chicken biscuit for just 99 cents. For lunch, get 2 original cheeseburgers for just $5 or 2 original double cheeseburgers for $7. Don't forget about the $7 meal deal. Cheeseburger, fries, drink, and Sunday, all just $7. Blizzard of the months, peppermint hot cocoa. Saving you all month long. Your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill will happy tastes good.
It's here. It's new. Filled with the best wide selection of vehicles just for you.
Right at Field User Battery.
7 acres of pre-owned elite inventory makes them the largest deal maker around.
Right at Field User Battery.
So come on down to Nicholsville off US 27 to Vince Drive. Then you've arrived at the new
Right at Field User Battery.
Buy with confidence straight from the factory. Take a virtual tour at
BrianHatfieldUserBattery.com.
I'm tired of working on new
373 CountyEquipment.com.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
Thank you, Mike. It is 9:55. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. You're getting Larry the Legend Sanders, Alan Barlow, and we're just doing some general talk about Ragged Edge Theater. Now, one thing, Alan, I want to bring out and remind people that you have started to bring every couple months or so a movie to Ragged Edge Theater, the way movie theaters used to be.
We had actually, it's an idea that had been kicking around for years of putting together, getting a projector, getting a screen. But we weren't sure, it's like the cost was prohibitive because a projector powerful enough to, to make a decent image, those things were extremely expensive. And movie screens, the big, powered, dropping it down, having one big enough to make it feel like an old-fashioned movie theater, again, really expensive. Well, then some brilliant person invented the inflatable movie screen. I thought, who had the idea? It's like, movie screen. What can we do to make a movie screen better? I know, let's make it blow up. And then, of course, the cost of projectors has come down and down and down. And one of our sponsors, Perry Dressler, Edward Jones consultant there in Harrodsburg, wanted to do a movie night at Ragged Edge, and we had been gifted an old a projector by Centenary Methodist. I was going to call him Baptist. Centenary, don't do that. Centenary Methodist in Danville were replacing their old projector and said, "Well, you want this one? It's still got some life in it." Yeah, we'll take that. And Perry offered to buy us a movie screen.
Wow.
So, because he wanted to have a movie night for his employees and clients. He wanted to have a Christmas event. Says, I'll buy you a screen if you've got a projector now. And we did it, and it was great fun, and everybody just enjoyed it like crazy. I thought, let's start doing this. So the old projector kind of went belly up. It eventually, broke down, and it was so old that we couldn't get replacement parts or anything for it. And I was telling another one of our longtime supporters, Noel Turner, about that we no longer had a projector, and he thought we ought to have a projector, so he made a donation to us to go out and buy a projector. And I thought, God, Noel, are you sure? He says, well, find out how much they cost and get back to me. And I started, because the last time I had looked, it was back in like 2016, 2017, and I'd given up the idea. Well, in the last 7 or 8 years, projectors have come down. They're a quarter of the price that they used to be. So we got a nice projector. Noel was willing to spot us to a new projector. So now we're doing movie nights, and we're incorporating the projector into our productions. But we've done. We did Grease was our first movie night, and then we did a Halloween event, and then a Christmas event, and then we haven't got it on the schedule yet. But the next movie night will be to support our production of The Sound of Music coming up coming up this summer. We'll be doing a Follow the Bouncing Ball sing along with
Mitch Miller sounds like thing, yeah.
Sing along with the Sound of Music, and they make copies of the movie that have the lyrics with the little bouncing ball, and we're gonna have a Sound of Music sing along.
Alan, I got a job for you to do.
All right,
I've got 14 names: Jackson Burchett, Amanda Linton, Stephen Koslow, Marlene and Leroy Darland, Anita Newsom, Crystal Kaufman, Miranda Turner, Sherry Irvin, Hayden Claunch, Brent Steele, Camilla Gorsadata, Celesta Gorsadata, Margie Brothers, and Marshall Thompson. That's not the order they called in. Would you pick a number between 1 and 14 for me?
Between 1 and 14?
Yeah, any number.
12.
Number 12. That is Stephen Koslow. He has won the DQ ice cream cake courtesy of Dairy Queen and courtesy of Alan Barlow's Lips. Alan, be listening again Monday morning after 9 o'clock for part 3 of A Christmas Carol Live with Alan Barlow. And again, that is sponsored by a good friend, Willie Baker Auction and Real Estate. Larry Sanders, thank you again.
Thank you.
Another fun Friday morning.
Always. Thank you, Alan, and best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Endeavors.
This is great. This is great fun.
Very
sitting around chewing the fat where a whole bunch of people are listening in.
That's right. I see my time's up. Thank you very much for your time. God bless the troops. God bless America. God bless you. God bless those hurting and suffering. God bless Ukraine and Israel. May the most you want be the least you get. I'll be back with you again on Monday morning at 6. Hope you can keep it right here on WHBN Harrodsburg. It's 10 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The House is set to vote today on a funding bill to keep the government from shutting down. That's what Speaker Mike Johnson said this morning when walking into the Capitol.
We're expecting votes this morning.